Welcome to the Samwelb B12 experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
You're watching Samwelb experience.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Here we go. Saturday night, hockey night in Canada, and we're back at it. We're ready to rock and roll. The Maple Leafs in action, taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. The blue and white, fresh off a red and white world victory. That was awesome. Thank you to those who were with us during the Four Nations tournament, during all those games. That was so much fun. We're going to be talking about it throughout the night, but here we go. Alas, we're back to the NHL, and we got to get used to the change in pace. It's going to be pretty wild, but welcome in. Beverly, good to see you. John, hello there. Morgan, what's up? Davey boy in the house, hey there. Scott, what's going on? Benjamin, hello there. Welcome in. Edward, that's right, Hockey Night in Canada. It's time to celebrate. Thomas, what's going on? Welcome in. Keep six. James, what's up? Rob, hello there. Dan would like to sleep. Good to see you both. Todd, hello. Welcome to the show. Jesse, how's it going? And thanks, everybody. Swedish Rob coming in. Welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, this is definitely taken used. I got to get used to this change of pace. I mean, what we witnessed the other day was just absolutely crazy. It was amazing. It was intense. It was fun. And luckily, it went our way for us Canucks. But let's talk about the Maple Leafs and the Hurricanes getting back in it. A lot of these teams have back-to-backs this weekend, so it's going to be a little tough. But hey, we're doing it and doing it and doing it well. So here are the lineups for today's game. First, for the Carolina Hurricanes, Rantanen is going to be with Sebastian Aho and Seth Jarvis. We've seen a couple of these players the last couple of weeks. Then we got Taylor Hall with Jesper Kotkaniemi and Jackson Blake. Andrei Svechnikov with Jordan Staal and Jordan Martinhook. We got Eric Robinson with Tyson Jost and Jack Roslovic. On the D side, and one of the heroes who kind of saved the day for the U.S. and kept them alive is Jacob Slavin. Going to be with Brett Burns, Dmitry Orlov with Jalen Chatfield, and Shane Gostisbehere is going to be with Sean Walker. And getting the start tonight is Kochekov, the starting goaltender for Carolina, not Freddie Anderson. I'm a little disappointed with that. For the Toronto Maple Leafs, Mr. Buck, what's going on? Welcome in. For the Maple Leafs, it's going to be my boy and yours, Matthew Nyes, with Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner. It's going to be interesting to see the chemistry that Marner and Matthews have today. Matthews, the one who left Marner standing all alone to receive that pass from Connor McDavid to score the game-winning goal. Matthews just leaving that front of the net, and Marner with a beauty pass to McDavid to score. So we'll see how those two are getting along right now. Bobby McMahon is going to be with John Tavares and William Nylander. Randy, what's going on? Welcome in. Morgan, welcome in as well. Bobby McMahon, John Tavares, and William Nylander. We got Max Domi with Pontus, Holmberg, and Nicky Robertson. Lawrence is going to be paired up with David Kempf, and making an appearance tonight, Alex Steves. I'm excited to see Alex Steves. Richard, how's it going? Welcome in. Happy days. Samwelb beat Glasgow Rangers 2-0 today. The first time they've beaten them in succession league game in 45 years. Holy smokes. Richard, you're seeing a couple of those long-time droughts turn around this year. 45 years, that's a darn long time. Well, welcome in, Richard. We got Morgan Riley with Ekman Larson, Jake McCabe with Chris Tanev, Simon Benoit with Connor Timmins, and Anthony Stolarz going to be getting the start here today. Myers and Reeves, the two healthy scratches, they are on the shelf. Yanni Hakkapaa, Calle Jarnkrok, Max Pacioretty, Connor Dewar, all out with injury. Now, Calle Jarnkrok is getting closer and closer and closer to bringing things forward. Varius coming along over on the other side. Varius, good to see you. Welcome in. All right, so those are the lineups tonight. Now, just a little reminder, if you didn't know where things are sitting, Matthews, he's got 7 points in his last 5 coming into tonight. Seth Jarvis has 6 in his last 5. William Nylander, 5 goals in his last 5. Aho, 3 in his last 5. And all of those 7 points from Matthews have been assists. And Andrei Svechnikov, 3 assists in his last 5 games. Kochikov, 20, 10, and 3 with a 2.50 goals against, a 9.04 save percentage, and a shutout on the year. Anthony Stolarz is 10, 5, and 2 going into tonight with a 2.08 goals against, and a 9.29 save percentage. Cottaging, what's going on? Alan, welcome in. Help me, I'm getting old. I'm 21 today. That's not old. That's not old. I'm more than double your age. But hey, congratulations and a very happy 21 today. That's awesome. Carson, what's up? Duke, good to see you. Welcome in. Here we go on the power play. Toronto is 12th in the league. Carolina 21st. On the penalty kill, Toronto is down at 13th. Carolina is 2nd in the league. That's pretty darn good. Forrest, what's going on? Welcome in. And B. Disney, welcome in as well. On the face-off percentage, these two are neck and neck. Carolina is 3rd. Toronto is 4th, and the difference between the two is 0.2. 52.9% for Carolina, 52.7% for Toronto. For goals for Carolina, they're 6th. Toronto is 12th. Goals against, Toronto is still 12th. Carolina still 6th. So those are the teams' stats and how they stack up. Now, both these teams did not have a good stretch coming in at tonight. Over the last 10 games, Carolina is 6-3-1 with a 1-game win over Utah. The Maple Leafs 6-4-0. They had a loss to Vancouver before coming in here to tonight's game. So that's how they stack up. The first time these two teams met was early in the new year, January 9th. Carolina took it 6-3. Toronto hoping to turn that one around this time. Mad Jack, what's going on? Welcome in. All right, there's a lot in action here today. The first Saturday night back, a couple of games already moving along and already completed. The Detroit Red Wings lost to the Minnesota Wild in overtime 4-3, but the Red Wings pick up a very important point because they are vying for a wild card spot. The Capitals absolutely steamrolled the Penguins 8-3, and the Oilers, they lost to the Flyers 6-3. But something happened in that game today. John Klingberg scored a goal. Can you believe it? Klingberg scored a goal. It is true. I'm shocked. And I do want to say, in that shellacking by the Washington Capitals, no goals for Alex Ovechkin. So he is still waiting. Right now, in progress, the Buffalo Sabres are beating the living daylights out of the New York Rangers 5-2. The Kraken are up over the Panthers 1-0. The Avs and Preds, that game is in the second period 0-0, and the Stars are up 2-0 over the New Jersey Devils. So Alex Steves is playing. Alex Steves has been awesome, absolutely awesome for the Marlies. He's been crushing it. So he's going to get a chance here today, and I think he could be a difference maker. Now, the only problem is he is going to be playing fourth line minutes. So he's going to see some time, but he's not going to see a whole lot of time. I'm curious if he's going to end up playing on the penalty kill to kill off some of those minutes and get some more minutes in these games. But I'm happy to see Alex Steves coming in. It's been a long time coming, so that is absolutely huge. Alex Steves getting a chance to play here tonight, and he deserves it. Absolutely deserves it with what he has been doing for the Toronto Marlies. So there we go. I know we have our contest winners, our giveaway winners. You should be receiving your gift cards tomorrow. I was hoping to get those out today, but the day got away from me, so I'm going to send those out tomorrow. Yeah, taking Pacioretty's place. Pacioretty is out with illness or with soreness, stiffness. So Patch just isn't 100%. He's going to sit out, have a little bit of rest, and then he will be good to go. As we enter the back half of this season. Victoria, how's it going? Welcome in. As we enter the back half of this season, there are battles all over the place, and it's important to take a look. In the Atlantic Division, right now, Toronto is trying to chase down the Florida Panthers. The Panthers have a 3-point lead over top of them. Tampa Bay is only 2 points behind Toronto, and then the Ottawa Senators 6 points back from Toronto as well. Detroit is tied with Ottawa now, so a big race going on there. In the Metropolitan Division, Washington is so far ahead, it's not even close with 82 points. Carolina with 70 sits in second. New Jersey with 68 sits in third. Columbus is back with 60 points. Dallas, what's going on? Welcome in. Over in the Western Conference, and I'll let you know what this all means once we get a little bit into the game. Winnipeg is ahead in the Central at 81 points. 72 points for the Dallas Stars, 72 points for Minnesota, and Colorado is 4 points back with 68. Finally, the Pacific is super close. Vegas and Edmonton tied at 72 points. LA back at 65. Vancouver at 63. Calgary at 60. Diago, what's going on? Welcome in. So that's the divisions. When we break it down to the wild cards, Ottawa and Detroit being tied, they're both hanging on to those last two wild card spots. Columbus and Boston, 2 points back. They are fighting to get into those wild card spots, as are the Rangers. Craig, what's going on? Welcome in. Over on the west side, Colorado and Vancouver, they are hanging on to those wild card spots. Will Calgary get a chance to move up? There's going to be a lot of movement there trying to get in. Now, as we are getting set for this game, of course, so much has been going on over the last few days. Hey, Phil, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. As you are coming in, smash those thumbs up for us. Hit those thumbs up. We appreciate it. But with everything that has gone on over the last few days, it's a time to reset. It's a time to regroup. The Four Nations face-off was absolutely phenomenal. It was intense. It was hard-hitting. It was so much better than an all-star game. And I'm really proud of not just Canada, but I'm proud of all the Four Nations and all the players who participated. Everybody put on a show. Even Finland, even the United States, even though they didn't get to the finals, they showed up and they played super hard and they put on a show. Sweden, of course, with that upset over the U.S. in that last game, that was absolutely wild. Andy, what's going on? Theo, what's up? It's coming. It's coming, Theo. It's coming. So Four Nations Cup was a huge success. I cannot wait for 2028 when they do it with 8 teams or more. It is going to be amazing. I don't know how they're going to cram it all in 2 weeks. I know there were definitely a few break days, a couple of days between games, but it was absolutely spectacular. And I think it got everybody pumped up. It got everybody set for when they do this again. Hey, Charlie, what's going on? Final should have been a best of 3. Mr. Buck, that would have been very interesting. That would have been very interesting to do a final, a best of 3. I actually kind of like that idea. Yes, I agree. They are making other sports jealous for sure. Number 1, what's going on? Welcome in. Now, I don't know if they would have had enough time to do a best of 3 because with the length of the tournament over 2 weeks, to do a best of three. You could have done back-to-back nights and then have, if it goes to the third game, have a day off and then have that third game. But you start to run out of days, and you start asking a lot of the fans because ticket prices were absolutely ridiculous. Upper bowl, back of the stadium, seats over $1,000. Lower bowl seats were going anywhere from 6 to 10,000, depending on when you purchase them. Just crazy ticket prices for this tournament. But I agree, it would have been fun to see a best of three, especially with those two teams. Would have been awesome. It certainly would have been. But part of me starts to wonder, is that too much of a toll in the middle of a season to put on those players with how hard they played? And we saw a bunch of injuries, bunch of guys getting banged up. Maybe it would have been too much to do best of three, but certainly is incredible. And it makes you wonder, they do all these specialty tournaments. The women do did a Canada US kind of mini series every year. Maybe there is something to be said in the summertime about doing a Canada US mini series, kind of that July to August. The only problem when you do a summer tournament is, you have a team, you have guys that just went through to the Stanley Cup, which ends in June, doesn't give them a full lot of time to come and do a camp and a mini tournament and then get ready for the NHL camps. But certainly would have been very, very cool. Do it at the end of the season. Yeah, so end of the season would be fun, but the NHL wants to be careful. They don't want to take away from that Stanley Cup final, right? Because remember, you're going to have the Stanley Cup final. You're going to have the rah-rah, yay, we win. Then all of a sudden, you're going to have the draft and then free agency. So there's a lot that goes on the end of the season that they're not going to want to put some kind of other mini tournament in with to compete. So you can wait till after all of that, but then it gets into summer vacations. And I wonder if you would lose some players, if some players would say, hey, thanks, but I need my break. So that would be very, very cool. Suplex City, what's going on? Welcome in. So there's my thoughts on the Four Nation Cup. I thought it was absolutely incredible, an absolute banger, and I look forward to it again. Of course, next year in February is going to be the Olympics. The Olympic Games are going to be a whole lot of fun, so I'm excited for that. But now we have possibly one of the hardest moments that this season that we have to get used to. Would like to sleep? What's going on? We are going from that intense emotional roller coaster of international competition back to the National Hockey League. And the National Hockey League is still fun. It's still intense. It's still emotional. But the ride is not nearly as high. And we're going to look to get back into it. Ulysses, what's going on? Welcome in. And welcoming everybody. As you are coming in, smash that thumbs up button for us. And if you're not already subscribed or following, hit that subscribe or follow button. We certainly would appreciate it. But here we go. The Carolina Hurricanes, Toronto Maple Leafs, two of the better teams in the Eastern Conference. This could potentially be an Eastern Conference final championship match. That would be interesting. Should Washington get knocked off and should Toronto make their way through, this would be neat. Yeah, Suplex, Florida is losing, although, did they just tie it up? No. The wraparound attempt hit the post. So Florida coming close. I have that game on here over my shoulder. Gotta make sure to watch what's going on in the Atlantic Division. Of course, we'll be checking in on the scores all game long because there's a lot of scores to go. Okay, so where are we? 7-11, 11 minutes after the hour, so they should be coming on the ice momentarily. Jeff, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. They are. Let's get things set and lock in. Right to the national anthems.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the
Good job, Natalie Morris. Natalie Morris does it again. It's Matthew Nyes. Matthew Nyes, Mad Jack on the back, number 23, Matthew Nyes. All right, it's time to play. It's time to drop that puck. It's time to get going. Now, for those of you that are new, if you don't know what is going on the screen, up here it's going to show you where all the shots and goals come from. Down here is going to show you all the puck movement. And on the far side, it's going to show you who's on the ice and what their stat lines are for the game. Okay, here we go. Scott, what's going on? A hat trick for Johnny. Oh, man. Scott, that would be awesome. I would love to see him come back with a trick. That would be absolutely incredible. All right, let's go. Badlands, what's going on? The Oilers, your third favorite. Yeah, it depends on the season. Yeah, the Oilers are definitely up there. I certainly enjoy that squad. Now the puck movement area is slightly ahead of the call, but that's okay. Let's drop the puck. Let's play some hockey, and here we go. Game on right after the draw. Toronto going to bring this one back in their own zone. Now they're going to send it all the way down the ice. No icing call. I thought we were going to get a whistle. That's going to break tradition. Toronto going to steal. In the Carolina zone, Tavares putting it over to Riley. Riley in front of the net looking for Holmberg there. Holmberg drawing in here. This coming around on the side. Nylander, he can't keep this one in. So we got some switches already here with the combinations. Holmberg, Tavares, and Nylander. Coming out here. Nyes with Matthews and Marner. We know that. In the corner, Stellaris going to play it around. Bobby Mack, Domi, and Robertson. We got Steves with Kemp and Lawrence. Matthews going to take this one away. Feeding it up. Here comes Marner, one of the heroes of Team Canada. Dropping it for Nyes. Nyes sending it around behind the boards. I think I'm the only one. That's right, Varias. Set it up. This coming all the way down the ice. Stellaris out to play it ahead. Moving through. This is being chased down around in the corner. Marner can't get there. Carolina setting it up behind their own net. They're now going to move forward. Pass is going to come out. Walker chipping it up. Here's a little bump play. Jarvis can't get it. Second effort, and he does. We're getting a whistle here. Was it a hand pass? So big battle getting out here. And it is going to take these guys some time to get going. Oh, yes. Baseball is back. Spring training kicks off today. For all those baseball fans, baseball is officially back. Here's Domi to take the opening draw. Going to feed this one back. Coming around, Toronto's going to hammer this one in. The chase coming around. Bobby McMahon takes his man down. Domi at the side. We'll see if Domi gets off to a better start. Domi has certainly had some troubles. Here's Robertson. Robertson can't control. It's going to be picked away. This brought right back in. Bobby Mack down in the corner. Bobby McMahon was on fire for the last little while. He's been picking up a lot of points, been playing really, really well. Cross ice, here comes Carolina into the zone. What's up, Hayden? Here's a shot. Stellaris letting that go around. Here's Bobby McMahon. He's cutting through the middle, tries to do a little too much, has it taken away, and Kakanyemi going to play this one all the way back. Brett Burns is going to set it up. Burns, the long pass, trying to spring ahead, and that was not successful. Nice pass. Brett Burns. Brett Burns is, I feel like he's been around forever. Forever. 900 consecutive games played for Brett Burns. Phil Kessel, the record holder at 1,064. Brett Burns is up to 900 consecutive. Pretty awesome. 259 career goals. Leads all active defensemen. Off the draw, Carolina going to win this one back. Burns is going to put it across. And Burns does play physically as well. He doesn't shy away from the contact. Lost all interest in baseball. Yeah, Scott, I'm not a huge baseball fan at all. I'll watch the Jays every once in a while. We might even call a game or two. But yeah, not as big a fan as I used to be. Here's Steves playing it around the boards. This one is picked up. Sitting there. David Kemp can't get in there. Now Carolina going to work this one out. Toronto's my brother's team, so you'll cheer for Carolina, Jeff. There you go. Family rivalry. Behind the net. Trying to dig this one out. Coming stolen by Tavares. He passes it across. They score! Toronto, and it's Alex Steves. Alex Steves, his first NHL goal. Come on. Alex Steves, who's been lighting it up in the minors, gets his first career National Hockey League go. There we go. Yay, new guy. Love it. What a shot and what a goal. Alex Steves lights that one up. Huge. That was huge. Wow, Alex Steves. Yes. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Maple Leafs goal. Love it. Fly, what's going on? Welcome in. Travis, welcome in. They're coming back again. The Leafs taking an early lead. Rangers season is over. Noah, how's it going? It's tough when Buffalo is taking you out as bad as they are. Steves, that is awesome. His first from Tavares. In front again, they're battling and they score again. It's in the net. Who? I don't know who put this one in. "29 seconds apart, and it's Pontus Holmberg. Homie Holmberg is going to get the goal. There you go. Homie Holmberg. Unbelievable. Wow. Oh, now we got to catch this on the replay because there was a lot of people. I was trying to enter Steve's goal in. Nylander brings this one into the zone. He draws three guys. Matthews takes the shot. The puck is loose. It came to the side of the net, and I think Carolina puts it in their own net. It's on the goal line, and Jordan Staal tries to clear it, and it goes off the goaltender and in. So Jordan Staal puts this one in his own net, and Holmberg is going to get credit for this goal. And just like that, it's 2-0 Toronto. Are you kidding? That was wild. Holmberg getting the goal. So hang on, are we getting a challenge here? The linesman is staring at the Carolina bench. Nope, no challenge. They drop it. That was a stall if I've ever seen. Do you think you'd enjoy baseball more if the Blue Jays were more competitive? Badlands, 100%. 100%. If the Blue Jays were more competitive, I would enjoy it more. It's tough cheering for a team as long as a baseball season is to have them really not be competitive. And now we got a penalty coming up. So Holmberg is going to get this goal. And they kind of goofed it up there for a moment. All right, let me get this posted here. Holmberg his third, and this is going to be from Matthews and Nylander, I believe. But we'll see, because technically Jordan Staal put it in. Toronto's going to go to the power play right now. Leafs on the power play. So Aho goes to the box. And here we go. Leafs on the power play. Carolina going to clear this one out and down the ice. Stolarz is out to play this one around. Mitch Marner is back to pick it up. Marner going to start to move this one ahead. Here's Nylander. Nylander playing this one back. Matthews carrying it. So no, it's going to be unassisted. Because Jordan Staal put it in, it's unassisted. Back to Nylander. Nylander taking a look. Going to feed this to the line for Marner. Cross. Matthews to Marner to Nylander. They're going 5 forwards. Nylander is back. He's in trouble now. He's going to get it over to Marner. Down low to Matthews. Matthews can't handle the pass. Comes out to Nylander. He tries to slide it over to Tavares. Tavares, backhander, sitting it in front of the net. Tried to get it through there to Nyes, and Carolina going to clear this one out all the way down. Hot start here for Toronto. 2-0. Now we're talking. Here comes Marner. Marner, little dipsy-do. He's going to head off. Coming over to the B unit. Doney carries it in. Domi to Robertson. It's in his feet. Bobby McMahon. He's going to feed this down low to Domi. Back for McMahon. Has his stick lifted. Comes to Riley. To Robertson. Robertson down low to Domi. Back to McMahon, who shoots Great save. Rebound to Domi. Domi going to feed this back to the line. Riley's going to pick it up. He's going to try and put it right back in, but Carolina's going to clear, and they're going to carry this one out. Here's Carolina. A little spin around trying to cut through. Seth Jarvis. He's going to get knocked down. Bobby McMahon up to Domi. Domi on the move. Riley jumping up on the play. Domi stops. What are you doing? Does nothing with it. Bobby McMahon coming in to steal it. Back to Riley. He shoots. And that's deflected up and out of play. You can't do baseball without the cool spinning ball. That's right, Dallas. We need that spinning ball effect. Nice little penalty kill here for the Hurricanes, but Toronto is definitely getting close. They've had a couple good opportunities putting pucks to the net, and they look good doing it. Wow. Mika for Marner. Who says no? I don't think I could do it for Mika only, the way he's fallen off the map. If you would have said that to me last year, I probably would have been willing to have a conversation about it. This can be played all the way down. Fly checking out our other channel over on Hockey HQ. Tanev going to play it up to Matthews. Matthews stepping through the line. Over to McCabe. McCabe sending this one around. Back over. Here's Nylander with a shot. And it takes a carom off the boards. Didn't miss by much. McCabe back out. He's going to dump this one in. Chasing in. Toronto's coming out real well. Over to Marner. Marner passes deflected to the point. This one is held in. Nice job flipping it around. Back behind the net. Carolina tender going to play it around. Toronto's going to cut it over. Here's Matthews playing this one down low to Nylander. Nice little move. Nylander trying to get free. Can't get it over to Matthews. Feather it's back to the point. Back to Nylander. Nylander sending it around below. Alex Steves back on, picking up his first goal. Crosby for Marner. Go for that deal. Here it is in front for Lorentz to David Kemp, and they score. Unbelievable. Another goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and it's their fourth line. The fourth line is going to do it. David Kemp, Steven Lorentz, and Alex Steves. What chemistry these guys have. Steves to Lorentz to Kemp. Tic-tac-toe, beat Disney. I know. Len, what's going on? This is outrageous. Who are these people? 3 straight goals by the Maple Leafs. Unbelievable. They are flying tonight. They are flying big time. David Kemp, his 4th of the year from Lorentz. And Steves. That's awesome. Steves with 2 points tonight. 2 quick points. Wow. Great start. They're going to go to commercial break. Oh my goodness. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. What a hot start. We haven't seen this Maple Leafs team play like this in quite a long time. Alex Steves, Pontus Holmberg, and David Kemp just getting in the mix. This is what I was hoping we would see tonight, but I wasn't sure we were going to see it. I'm not going to lie. I thought things were going to be a little slow, a little sluggish, but this is awesome. Are the Canes going to change goalies now? Wouldn't that be something your season? We have Freddie Anderson coming in here. 3-0. Toronto's off to a good start, but we know this is a very dangerous league, one of the worst leagues in hockey, because all of a sudden you start taking your foot off the gas and things stop going your way. But this is awesome. 3 goals on 4 shots, Randy is pointing out. That is correct. That's a heck of a shooting percentage. My goodness, I feel bad. I feel bad for this young goaltender. Oh, that's just brutal. Brutal. But great job. Have the Leafs changed their colors from blue and white to red and white? FL, right? Oh my goodness. I mean, you know, some of these guys must have been inspired. Still more than half the first to go. That's right. We got 13 minutes to go here in the first period. 3 goals on 4 shots in about 7 minutes. I mean, you cannot ask for a better start than that tonight. And if anybody picked Alex Steves, David Kempf, and Pontus Holmberg in a 3-goal parlay to start the game all in the first period, man, that's got to make some moolah. Cottaging, there's a setup of picks for you. But Alex Steves, what a great hockey mind. Holy smokes. And I hate to say it, if he's going to keep playing like this, he may be sticking around, and Nick Robertson or Pontus Holmberg might be finding themselves heading out of the lineup. Wow. Aaron, what's going on? 5-2 Sabres all over the Rangers. Who spiked the Kool-Aid, right, Dallas? I'd like to know what flavor Kool-Aid it is. I haven't had me some Kool-Aid in a long time. All right, back in here. Let's get it up and going. Can they keep putting the pressure? Here comes Morgan Riley. Riley dumping this one in. And if this is not just on the Carolina keeper, here's another shot, and that one's going to the line. Riley can't hold it in. The whole Carolina team has just kind of failed in this first period. This is a big, big win. Tomorrow night, Toronto is playing Connor Bedard and the Chicago Blackhawks in night 2 of our back-to-back return to the National Hockey League. This is going to be kicked out. Nylander can't pick it up. Tavares is there, though. Tavares, he's going to feed this across. Tanev back at the line. He's going to roll it along the boards. Toronto setting it up to McCabe, who's open. Slides it through for Nylander. Went for the tip, missed it. And here's, out of the corner, Holmberg trying to make a move. Gets knocked back. Tavares there. Comes to Holmberg again. Holmberg looking. Doesn't go to McCabe. Goes to Nylander instead. He's covered, though. Chatfield's going to pick this up for the Canes and work it forward. Here comes Carolina. They're going to send this one all the way down the ice and make some changes. Triton, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing all right. This is going to be dumped up all the way down. The Sabres have the day off tomorrow and play again Monday against the Ducks. And they should be able to take that one, Aaron. Here's a long pass up. Going to be tipped in down in the corner. Sending it around is Roslovic. Carolina pinned up against the boards. Right out in front. Nice quick stick there by Matthews. Nice defensive play. Right in the zone where he left Connor McDavid all alone. If Matthews made that same stick check just the other day, this game is probably still going on in overtime. So Austin Matthews, learning from his mistakes, makes a nice play here. Probably saves a scoring opportunity. Ducks gonna smoke kill. Ducks have been playing better, but they still have a ways to grow. But a nice job, Matthews, with the stick up on Jarvis just to poke that one away. 11:19 to go. Gordon, what's going on? Robert, what's up? Oh, thank you, Robert. We're happy to have you along for the ride. Here's Kempfer going to take this one, battling it past the red line, trying to feed it in. He can't do it. They're going to back it up. Ekman Larson feathering it across, gets it returned. He's going to go for a little skate. Ekman Larson up. Toronto going to chip this one in. Lorentz with another shot right on. And a nice right leg pad save there. Martin Hook going to turn and throw this one cross ice. Carolina using those boards, and it got a little high. And it's going to go up and out of play with 10:50 to go here in period number 1. Toronto hanging on to a 3-0 lead. And what an absolute beauty. 3-0. Love it. This was so unexpected. Mika for Nylander, who says no? Every Maple Leaf player, fan, coach, manager. Noah's just trying to pawn off Mika as fast as he can. This coming around at the side. Here's a quick shot right on. And Toronto again with a nice opportunity. It's Bobby McMahon this time rifling it in. Kochikov really had to be careful, though. He just gave this one away. Tried to feed it up to his player, and just an errant pass. Oh, my goodness. Carolina is all kinds of sloppy right now. Alex, what's going on? Welcome in. Quick shot. That's going to be knocked down for the game, and my son asked for the Sam Show. So the Sam Show it is. Robert, that's awesome. What's up, Liam? Hope all is doing well, and thank you, Robert, for tuning in. Mika and Kreider for Nylander or Marner. Ooh. That's tough. No, Toronto is always my number one. Florida's my number two. So Florida definitely the number two. This coming around, trying to get it out. Big collision there in the corner. Can't feed it out. Nick Robertson with it. And we got a whistle. I don't know. I guess it's going to be another hand pass. We're going to get some switch-ups going on. Mika and Kreider for Nylander or Marner. That's tough. Definitely not Nylander. I mean, Nylander's like second in league scoring. That's tough to pull the trigger there. Off the draw, this coming back. Lala, what's going on? Welcome in. Quick shot over the line. Matthews setting it up. He's going to turn back to the line. Going to cycle it back down low. Toronto's all over. Nye's trying to get in here. Nye's behind the net. Coming in front. Here's a great shot by Marner and a nice save there by Kuchikov. This coming out to Tanner. Tanner going to feed this one back around. Little too far. Tanev, I should say. Back around is Aho. He's going to feed this back. Finally, 10 minutes. 10 minutes to go here in the first period. Back across. Carolina working their way up over the line. Nice little move there by Orlov. Orlov going to bring it in. Feeds it in the middle. It's taken away by Nyes. Nyes bringing it all the way back over to McCabe. McCabe taking a look, going off those boards and all the way down the ice. A little too far for Riley. And that's going to be an icing call. So with 9:38 to go, this is coming all the way back to the Toronto side of the ice. Unbelievable. What incredible pace. What incredible pressure Toronto's put on with 3 quick goals. Sabres again until Tuesday. Oh, 2 days off. One of the rare teams to get some extra days off there. Oh, Florida tied it up now. Panthers have tied it up 1-1. Off the draw. Tavares going to win this one back to Riley. Riley putting it around today. All the way down. This should be, nope, not going to be icing. Nylander is there. Carolina working it up the near side all the way down the ice. Lisa, hello there. Patoli, hello, welcome in. Can't believe they're up 3 already. It was a fast start, a real fast start. Just keep taking those shots. That's right, Randy. Just keep firing away. Gotta hit them with your best shot and fire away. Face off, Tavares gonna win this one back. Comes to Riley. Riley sending it through, looking for deflection. That doesn't hit. Carolina gonna try the other side. Bringing this one over the red line, over the blue line. Toronto gonna stand them up at the line. They're gonna bring it in, but this is gonna be an offside call. So after a very, very fast-paced quick start, this has slowed down dramatically. They're going to go to a little bit of a commercial break. Do you watch any highlights? Thomas, I do not. I do not. Hello, Pat Benatar. Hey, I try. Oh, this is such a good commercial, by the way. They're showing the new Terry Fox commercial with the Tragically Hip Courage song playing. If you haven't seen this one, this is a phenomenal ad they put together. Street full of people running past Terry Fox with the chorus of Courage. And it comes up the words saying, finish it. Such a powerful ad. If you were a Rangers fan, how would you find joy in watching them? You can't. No, right now, it's just so hard to watch the Rangers. What a complete collapse from last season. Complete collapse. This is start. I'll be in and out. Oh, Raymond, no worries. Glad to have you here. And it's not just, I mean, there are several teams in the same boat, right? Rangers, Sabres were pretty tough, although you guys are losing to the Sabres now. There were a few really, really tough teams to watch. And Pittsburgh is one of those two, kind of an epic collapse from where they were, and it's supposed to be their rebuild. But yeah, Rangers were one of the best teams in the league yet last year. Rangers were favored to go for a Stanley Cup run. I don't know what has changed this year for the Rangers. It just doesn't make sense. The ultimate about face. So they're doing a little, they're just coming back from commercial break, a little kind of moment here to honor legendary Paul Morris. Paul Morris For me, his voice was the voice of Maple Leafs hockey from Maple Leaf Gardens with all the in-stadium announcements. Paul Morris, that iconic voice that you'll hear for our last minute of play. Absolutely amazing. All right, coming back from commercial break. Carolina going to bring this one right in. Here's a quick shot. That one's going to go up and at a play. They seem to be switching off now. Yeah, you know what, Duke, they certainly, the pedal has come up. They've taken their foot off. They've definitely slowed down since that hot start. Other teams are getting better this year. That's true. There are teams that are improving. There are certainly teams that are getting better. But it's funny when you see a team that has, for the most part, the same players and just have such a change. Here's Willie going to bring this one out. A little flip down in the corner. Holmberg going in here after it. Going to take his man into the boards. Getting some help. Tavares in there as well. Tavares just absolutely run over by Jordan Staal. Here comes Svechnikov. He's going to bring this one up. Puts it across. A drop back, and Toronto's going to break up that play. A 3-on-1, and Nylander getting back to break it up. Down in the corner, Oliver Ekman-Larsson. He tries to move this across. Pinching up is Chatfield, throwing it in. Carolina getting some offensive zone time. Chatfield throwing it at the net, and that's going to be steered to the corner far side. Carolina still here. Svechnikov taking a look and feed it into the high slot. That kind of hits the leg, goes into the corner. Martin Hook can't get it, and Toronto, Tavares going to flip this one out. Burnsy there. He's going to play it around. Toronto going to go for a line change as Sebastian Aho is going to bring this one in. Nylander is back. He's going to play it to McCabe. McCabe behind the net. Little one-touch pass and up to Matty Knives. He gets a piece, but he was on the wrong side of center. So this is going to be an icing call against Toronto. Rob Brindamore sure has his job cut out, motivating this Carolina team to find a way to kind of put themselves in another gear to get back in this hockey game. Need to step it up and really get things moving along. 7:52 to go. In to take the draw. Matthews winning this one back, barely. Toronto going to clear this up the boards. Nyes trying to chip this one out, can't. Now he's going to play it backwards. When forward doesn't work, move back and use your D. Something Toronto doesn't do enough, using their defense. Here comes the Leafs. Marner kind of bumped by Aho. Marner got the better end of that one. Heard Rantanen might get traded again. No, I heard that as well. That would be something. This is going to be moved up. Now, Carolina didn't give up a ton. I mean, they gave up a ton, but it was guys that were probably going to leave anyways. Here's a long pass, so they could still recoup. Here is Rantanen feeding this one across. Coming up from the faceoff dot, a shot right on. Big save. Still there in front. They can't clear. Back to the line. Another shot. That one sails just wide. David, what's going on? Welcome in. Oh my is right. 3 quick goals for Toronto. Here's a shot going just wide. Stolarz, I think he might have got a little piece of it. Back around, trying to bring this one through. In the corner. Nyes jumping up on here. Carolina's got rolling right now. Back out to Martin Hook. Side of the net. Taking a look. Gostisbehere across. Intercepted. And Toronto going to flip this one out. And Nyes doing a nice job. Krista, how's it going? Welcome in. They're going to go switch it up. This year's second round pick. Next year's first round pick. Cowan, Robertson, and Timmins for Rantanen in salary retention. Ooh, you would really want to give up on Cowan. Don't even want to give him a chance. Roger, how's it going? Welcome in. Here's a long flip. Benny going to play this one up. Toronto, Steves, who's had quite a heck of a start. First NHL goal to kick off this game. Back on here. Going to play it through. Stolarz going to drop the mitt with 5:56 to go. Going to hang on and hold on to it. Good playing. Great job. Really nice job. Hang on 1 second. They're going to go to commercial break. And that's okay because they are doing an unbelievably whoopsie daisies. They're doing a really nice job. Toronto out to such a great start. And this is what it's all about, right? This is absolutely what this game is all about, and we love it. There we go. So welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thanks for checking us out. We appreciate you. Welcome in. Saturday night, hockey night in Canada. This is what it's all about. Zoran, how's it going? Good to see ya. I'm excited. I mean, man, if they could play like this every day. But they got a tough one tonight. Carolina's not going to quit. Carolina's going to be in this one. And of course, coming up, Toronto Maple Leafs goal reversed. We have a goal taken away. What? Why did this just pop up? Toronto Maple Leafs goal reversed. They say 2-0. Now, I don't see that happening here. They can't take a goal away this long. Toronto Maple Leafs goal. Okay, they posted it back up. I'm like, why is it coming up saying they didn't score? My goodness, panic just set in. I'm like, this long after they scored, you're going to take one away? Canada Ball, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Habs 2-0 over the Sens. That's good for us. Habs to win tonight is okay, and the Panthers are all tied up with the Kraken. Couple of games that we're going to be watching. Going to Springs tomorrow. Might get Gideon's cookies. Oh, yeah, it's okay, Triton. I'm not a big fan of Gideon's. I take Summer House any day over Gideon's. This coming around. 5:50 to go. Left to go here in period number 1. Right out in front. Shot. Stolar is going to make the save. Benoit going to flip this one up, and it's going to be chased all the way down the ice. Carolina back with it. Trying to circle around. Putting it through. Here comes Carolina. Dumping this in the zone. Chasing in here. Nice job by the Canes. Double chocolate cloud. Oh, birthday cake too is a good one. In the corner, Bobby McMahon going to pick it up. Bobby Mack forwarding it, trying to hit Domi. Domi cutting through the middle, got a piece, and he gets absolutely floored. Little shake, rattle, and roll action there. Didn't know the honky tonk man was in plan as he takes out Ty Domi. Holmberg going to send Max Domi over to Nylander. Nylander coming in, and he has the puck roll off his stick. Nylander wheeling and dealing. He's taking a look. He puts it over to Tavares, who scores! Are you kidding me? They do it again after Max Domi just gets taken down. They flip this one in. John Tavares. Yeah. There we go. Johnny Toronto. Unbelievable. Nylander kind of had this one roll off his stick. Made some moves. Tavares finding his way into the slot. It comes to Tavares, and he absolutely buries it. A nice little pass. And the goaltender almost got a piece as he dropped his goal stick to try to grab it, but Tavares puts this one in. 4-0. Are you kidding me? When was the last time we got 4 goals in a first period? Toronto hasn't looked like this in a long time. Tavares, his 22nd of the year from Nylander and Holmberg. So Holmberg with 2 points tonight now. Steves with 2 points tonight now. And John Tavares with 2 points tonight now. Unbelievable. 4:20 to go. And Stolarz is going to hang on to it. I'm nervous something isn't right. These guys have been eating their spinach, taking their vitamins over the last 2 weeks while the tournament's been going on. Wow. 2 more to go for Johnny. Scott's calling it the Johnny trick. Will we get that Johnny trick today? Daryl, how's it going? Welcome in. It's been Steves, Holmberg, Kemp, and Tavares with the goals so far. NFA, what's up? Rangers were losing 5-0 at the end of quarter one. Rangers are in bad. Rangers are in real bad. Toronto, they are kicking it right now. 4:12 to go here now in period number one. Burnsy going to play this to Aho. Aho putting it across. Here comes Carolina. Here's a shot. That one's going wide as Jacob Slavin couldn't put it on. Tavares picking it up. Here's Tavares. He's looking for more. Long shot right on. It's knocked down in front. It's loose. It's loose. Nylander going to get in. It's shoveled over to the boards. Holmberg can't keep it in. Rantanen trying to get this one out. Holmberg and McCabe doing a job at the line. Puck is going to come free. Rantanen going to play this one back. Oh, my goodness. Antonio, what's going on? Spinach is healthy. Very healthy. Here's a long shot off the blocker. They've been watching old videos of Popeye the Sailor Man. Because these guys are flexing some muscle I didn't know they had right now. Riley going to send this around the boards. Lorenz kind of taken down. They do get it out. David Kemp trying to shovel it forward. Steve's in there as well, and it's going to come back to Lorenz. Lorenz over the line to Steve. Steve's bringing it in. Can we put away some of these? I know, right, Dallas? We'll need some of these goals tomorrow versus Chicago. Here comes Carolina back in. 3 minutes to go. Shot right on. Kempf in the corner. He's going to cycle this one around. Den scored. Oh, they're making a comeback. Here comes Steves. He's going to flip this past Chatfield down into the corner. And Orlov is going to pick it up. Orlov looking up ice. Goo Gaga, how's it going? Welcome in. This is going to be pitched all the way back. Svechnikov in his own zone, taking a look. Rich, how's it going? Canada is looking good in their blue jerseys. That's right, it's the Team Canada alternate jerseys here tonight. This turning around Carolina, bringing it in, cutting through the middle. What a glove save. Stolar is a la Bill Ranford, ripping that left hand with that glove. Wow. That was awesome. Great stop there. Really, really solid save. Svechnikov, little toe drag, and rips it around Tanev. And that was huge. Jesse, what's going on? Welcome. Stolar is a .929 save percentage this season, is his career high. He's been playing really solid hockey. Matthews winning this one back into the corner. Picked up, sent flying down past Marner. Carolina Aho going to pick it up. Matthews chasing him. Matthews doesn't look like the same player. Jared, how's it going? Can I be a Leaf fan, please? I'm done with the Bruins. All right, fine, Jared. And that's going to roll in on Stars. He's going to hang on to it. Trade you Shesterkin for Nylander and Marner. I'm good with my goaltender duo right now. I wouldn't want to change anything. Right now, I'd just be looking to add some depth. But these guys, they're gelling. They are gelling. They're just clicking tonight. Sometimes you have an off night where things don't work. Tonight is not one of them. 7-2. Buffalo over New York. Ouch. Playoffs start April 19th. Sad the Buffaloes. Yeah, Aaron, that's unfortunate. You guys are probably getting used to it by now. I still can't believe met Austin Matthews on Thursday. He did sign your jersey. Jared, that's awesome. Hopefully he was nice. Was he nice? Did you get a chance to say anything to him? Noah. This counter out. Blue Jackets 1-0 over the Hawks. Matthews, little chip move. Trying to feed it up to Nice. He can't get it. Something does seem off with Matthews, though. His shot isn't there what it was. His play is different. Giveaway in front. Carolina couldn't capitalize. They still have this in the Leaf zone. Bringing it around. Back to Slavin. His shot going to go wide. Trying to pick this one up. Another shot in Stolar's. He's going to hang on to this one with 1:18 to go here in the first period. You get his stick. Oh, Jared, that is awesome. That is wild. That's a keepsake for sure. 21 shot attempts for the Canes, 15 for the Leafs. But we're equal, 11 shots on goal apiece. He didn't know. He certainly didn't know. Do you think that Toronto could trade one of their goalie prospects for top caliber player? It's possible. We got a penalty coming up. It's going to be a hold. So Carolina's going to go with the man advantage. You know, I kind of think Hildeby would be the guy you'd want to trade. As Timmins is going to go to the box. Hildeby would probably be the guy. I don't know if you wanted to trade anybody else. But it would have to be a real doozy of a trade. I mean, he has so much potential. So Timmy going to the box for holding. That's going to give Carolina a 2-minute power play. But, of course, that's going to be split between the first and the second period. He looked okay, but I think he's probably dealing with an injury. Yeah, Jared, I do as well. Personally, I don't think he should have went and played in the tournament. I think he should have skipped it and rested. This back to the line. Taking a look. Carolina setting it up. JT Miller would probably be a decent addition. Big shot off the boards. He's got that grit that we could use. Just hope Matthews isn't carrying an injury because it seems like he lost a bit of confidence. Definitely, Phil. I think he's definitely having a confidence issue right now. It's going to be an icing call against Carolina. 46.8 seconds to go in the first period. And Carolina ices it on the power play. And Rod Brindamore just looks completely deflated behind the bench there on the Carolina bench. It was Antonio. And Timmy, he does that from time to time. Him and Benoit tend to take some really bad penalties. If you're just coming in, welcome in. Make sure to hit that thumbs up for us. Hit that subscribe as well. We'd love for you to hang around or hit that follow. Here comes Carolina. Across the middle. Going to move this one over. Little dump in. Stellar's going to catch it in his mitt. We got 34.9 seconds to go. Rebecca, how's it going? Welcome in. Been on for a while because the kids and myself. Oh, you haven't been feeling well. Well, Rebecca, I hope you guys are all feeling much, much better. Glad to see you online in chatting. Seems the Curry. Richard, well played, sir. Seems like the Hurricanes have blown themselves out. Hockeyest guy alive. What's up? Hair looks different. I don't have a hat on today. Here's a shot. Stellar is going to hang on to that one. I still love that name, Hockeyest guy alive. That's outstanding. Yeah, I didn't want to put the cap on today. Gonna go try and get it chopped off tomorrow morning. Gotta go get a little cut. Taken over. 28.7 seconds to go. Now I've made it all static. Working it through, trying to hold it. Knives in the corner, sending it around. It's going to come out. 20 seconds left to go. Dan, what's going on? Hockeyest guy live. You bring up the hair, and there's Teresa. Teresa, what's going on? Welcome in. He-Man's dad, how's it going? Holy moly, that's true. Funny thing, Matthews told me to be a Leaf fan. Jared, that's awesome. Triton bringing up that freeze. Thank you, Triton, redeeming that freeze. On the Twitch side, I gotta add an overlay back in. That was it. Let the lettuce breathe. Got it. You have to. Every once in a while, just let it breathe. 3.4 seconds left to go. This is enough time for a win and a shot. Holmberg would have stepped around the centerman, but he can't catch up with the puck. And that's going to do it. The horn is going to go. We are going to the first intermission with a 4-0 lead. Wow. Might go to Toronto Tuesday when we play you guys. Oh, no. Is that on Tuesday? Boston, Toronto on Tuesday. No, they can't be playing here on Tuesday. Oh, in Boston. In Boston. Oh, no. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah. I'm going to have a conflict on Tuesday night. I don't think we're actually going to be streaming Tuesday night, which is unfortunate. I didn't realize it was Boston on Tuesday. Oh, that sucks. Anyways, Anyways, I'm glad hockey's back. I'm glad hockey's back as well. I love my hockey. I need lots of teams every single night. All right, taking a look at the stats. 13 shots for Carolina, 11 for Toronto. Hits are 12-10. Faceoffs 18-12. Toronto, great job in that faceoff circle. That is absolutely outstanding. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Taking a look, 8 giveaways to 4. 8 giveaways to Carolina in that first period. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. 5 block shots for Toronto, 1 for Carolina. What is this I heard about your... Oh no, we're going... Gotta go chop it off. Chopping it off in the morning. It's too long. It's gotta go. So we're gonna try and get it trimmed. Well, more than trimmed. And this is the team I have to watch. Absolutely it is. 4-0 Maple Leafs. If you missed the goal scorers, Alex Steeves, his first NHL goal from John Tavares. We got Pontus Holmberg, his third. Oh, yes, Ulysses. I do have to do that. Okay, hang on. Let me get that in a second. David Kemp with his fourth from Lawrence and Steeves, and then John Tavares from Nylander and Holmberg. Jameson, what's going on? Welcome in. Let me get this picture. Ulysses was so kind. Give me a moment here. I gotta bring this up. Where's that email? Here we go. Let me download this here real quick. So Ulysses was so kind to bring an artist rendering of Sam's new hockey look. Let's see. Hang on, it's trying to load it. There it is. There it is. Thank you, Ulysses. There's the new hockey look. What do you think? Should we rock that style? Should do a little bit of a blowout with the full beard. Get it all going. Thank you, Ulysses, very, very much. And we'll do a little bit. If you have mad Photoshop skills, if you want to make your own artist rendering of the Samwelb flow and what your desired hairstyle would be, let's see it. Mock it up. Send me a picture. We'll post it on here. Let's have a little contest. Who can get the best Samwelb flow going on? Oh my goodness. It's either super cool or the things that brings nightmares. One of the two. Steve, what's going on? Welcome in. And Jim, welcome in as well. Great game so far by these Maple Leafs. The Mohawk, Jeff. I couldn't do the Mohawk. Should I do like a Hawk from Cobra Kai? Get the colored Mohawk going on, a little blue and white? No. But great start here for the Maple Leafs. They've really come out playing unbelievably well. You just opened Pandora's box. Hey, bring it. There you go. Bring it. Let's see it. Mock it up, and we'll post it and take a look. Looks like a cross between Tom Petty and Jerry Seinfeld. I don't see the Seinfeld, but I can totally see Tom Petty. Totally. Oh, Teresa, nothing wrong with the blue hair. Just totally, I can't pull that one off. I can't pull the blue hair. I have to wash my brain out with soap. Oh, Richard, that's awesome. Hey, I tell you what, if we ever hit some ridiculous milestone, like if all of a sudden this channel exploded and we hit 100,000 subscribers, I would consider dyeing my hair blue. For 100,000 subscribers, I think I could dye my hair blue for that. What do you think? I'm getting such looks. Oh my goodness. That would be something epic. Oh my goodness. Too many laughs, but that is what we are all about. Noah says, I'll make you hit. All right, Noah, bring it on, Noah. Bring it on. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine? How would I explain that to work? Be like, I was doing a science experiment and it went horribly wrong. Maybe it would be a playoff thing. Maybe for like the playoffs, we would do it. I think that's fair. 100,000. I recorded that. Thanks, Jeff. All right, I think that's the deal. 100,000 subscribers. We go blue hair. Only 75 more. Oh my goodness. It would yeah. That would be something. I probably shouldn't have said that, but hey, it is that's what it is. We'll go with that. If I can get my nice little plaque to hang it on the wall, it would be worth a little blue hair. I won't forget you said that. Don't make me go outside dressed like a giant maple leaf doing the happy dance. Nice. Prep, what's going on? Welcome in, Sam. I can send you a 1-day color spray for the playoffs. Hey, perfect. As long as it doesn't cause anything to fall out. That as long I don't want anything that's gonna hurt the hair. We just want to, I'm not shy. Teresa, that's hysterical. And that's so funny. Hey, promote it all you want. You guys tell your friends, tell your friends to tell a friend. If everybody tells 2 friends, we'll be there before you know it. We can send press on tattoos. A little one of those Mike Tyson press on tattoos, temporary tattoos. Blue, white, and green, one color from each jersey. Home and St. Pat's. Travis is like, what else can we throw in there? We got to get the St. Pat's in there. That's funny. Dan, what's going on? 3-2. Darren, what's up? Stoley's playing great. Darren, he is playing great. He's made some huge saves. Hasn't been tested too hard. What I like about Stolarz, thank you for bringing it back into hockey. He moves laterally so well. His power slides, he covers that bottom of the net so fast, it's not even funny. But Stolarz plays absolutely incredible. Might do it anyways. These are playing decent. Teresa, if you do, we need to see proof because that would be hysterical. That's a short in the making. Blocker was a nice save. And you know what he does a lot? And I didn't pick up on it here tonight, but I noticed when the play is going on his blocker side a lot, he actually drops his stick and he plays blocker side with no stick and is able to grab that puck. He does that a tremendous amount. And he's playing great. And you remember when Stolarz first came in, a lot of the conversation was, hey, yeah, I'm glad we signed this guy who's a monster. He's a big guy, but he only plays about 14 games a year behind Sergei Bobrovsky in Florida. What's he going to be able to do? Can he stand up to a full season? And he's just looking great. I know he had the injuries, but he's just come back and looked absolutely incredible. You shush, don't threaten Sam's beautiful hockey loss. You guys are killing me. You guys are so funny. Bald for $1 million. So Noah, let me tell you. I've only shaved my head once, and I didn't even really shave it. I buzzed it. It wasn't bald, but it was buzzed. I do not have the shape of a head to really rock a buzzed look. So it just looked really, really awkward. So yeah, that's probably out of the question. But maybe for $1 million, that's a whole other story. I see Gretzky getting the blowback from front. He is he? Why is he getting a pushback? Blue hair, blue dress, and sing "Let It Go" for 100. No, just the blue hair, just the blue hair. We don't need any more singing from me. All right, let's take a look at the scores real quick. Go through this scoreboard because there's lots of changes going on. 7-2 Sabres over the Rangers. That's just fun to say. 1-1. And sorry, Noah. 1-1 Panthers over the Kraken. They're in the third period battling it out. 1-1 Preds and Avs. Stars and Devils 2-0. Blue Jackets 2-0 over the Blackhawks. Obviously 4-0 Toronto here. 3-2 Montreal over Ottawa. 2-0 Ducks over the Bruins. Jared, I'm sorry. Ducks beating up on the Bruins. 1-1 Jets and Blues. We got Utah and LA in about an hour's time. And in 2-hour time, Canucks and the Golden Knights. So lots going on. Darcy, what's going on? Welcome in. Believe it or not, I have shaved my head once for a fundraiser. You think you look awkward. I have the weirdest shaped head without hair. No, trust me, it is really, really awkward. It's not even it's bad. It's just bad. It was one and done. How to get a signed jersey. So, Patoli, there's a few ways you can do it. You have to be very careful when it comes to autograph merch. If you're looking on eBay or Amazon, stuff like that, I would highly, highly discourage it. I would not tell you to go and buy and autograph something on eBay. There's far too many scammers out there. Even though they say it has a certificate of authenticity, people can make those up. Um, you can go on NHL.com or Shop NHL. They will sometimes do auctions for some autographed pucks and autographed jerseys, sometimes game worn stuff. It can get a little pricey. The other thing in your area is if there are any organizations that do fundraisers, like some of the big fundraisers. I've been to a few here where they have, as part of the silent auction, they have autographed jerseys and stuff. Any of the autographed jerseys that I have acquired have either been through personally getting it signed or through a reputable auction for charity. So that's usually where I suggest getting it from. You got to be very careful buying that stuff online. Everyone gets pushed back. I unsubbed to all American channels today. Sorry, Triton. Don't take it personally. I started to take it. Prep. It's funny you say that. And let me just scroll back through these comments here. On a positive side, 1 million subscribers, you could theoretically shave your head because you wouldn't need your job. Freak, that's true. That's a good call. Being bald too much. Yeah, I could just wear a hat. The wildest thing I did attend a show, Rocker Horror Show, in full costume, including walking Cosmos Main Street, two female friends singing. Oh my goodness, Richard, that is hysterical. Good for you. It can't be that hard to believe, Darcy. Their roster is actually pretty decent considering all injuries. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up to the comments here. So, you make that comment about all American channels. We have a pretty good community here. I'll go further than that. We have an absolutely amazing community here. And most of the Americans that joined us throughout the tournament were very respectful and were fun. When Canada lost to US in game 1, the number of comments from viewers all over the place, but we'll just say not Canadian fans. The amount of comments about how Canada got beat up so bad, Canada lost all 3 fights, Canada got destroyed in that game, even though it was a 2-1 hockey game until the US scored an empty net goal at the end. The comments were absolutely wild. They were horrible. They got really bad. I had to delete a lot of them because they were just really bad. When Canada won the other day over the US, all of those people disappeared. All of those people had nothing to say. And the comments on the videos and stuff were actually very nice. There were a couple that had to be deleted because, people can be sore losers. But for the most part, the Canadian comments were all respectful. They were all great. All the US or comments from around the world when Canada lost were absolutely horrendous. So it's very funny to see that. So I can totally understand how you try not to take things personally. You try to have thick skin, but eventually over time, it kind of gets to you. Oh, Darren, I'm sure. They're always gold. Sometimes a little too over the top for me. Sometimes a little too over the top. Hey, Randy, how's it going? Welcoming Canada didn't win. That was imagination. Right, Noah? Are you staying up for the Canucks? No, Bradley, I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow morning to try and hit the barbers before the boys' hockey games. So don't think I'm gonna stay up late for that one tonight. Wendy crying and Biz with the Canada. Oh, I'm sure Biz is nuts. Biz is absolutely crazy, and part of me wonders how much of Biz is he really like that, and how much is just for the cameras. Because unfortunately, there are a lot of people that just put on a show for the camera. So I'm curious what he's actually like. But yeah, he goes way over the top because Canada is cool. They say Canadians are the nicest people in the world. Most of them. I've met a few that I would say are definitely not in that category. Why did the Leafs steal Canada's maple leaf and use it as their own? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe, well, yeah, I really don't have a good answer. Were they the only? Hang on, there was Toronto, Boston, New York, Chicago, Detroit. They were the only Canadian original six team, so that's probably why they went with the Leaf, right? They were the only original six team. That's probably why. It was actually one of the videos after the round robin that really got me, I'm sure. Will you have a Canadian flag engraved in your haircut? Randy, I don't think my barber could do that. My barber, who's an amazing guy, but he's like old school Italian, like real old school barbershop. Nicest guy in the world. He's got to be in his, I don't know, 70s, maybe 80s. He's real old. When we're talking old school, he's old school barber. I don't know if he would be doing any engraving. But that's funny. Jesse used to be St. Pat's. There you go. I think TML existed before the flag. I used to be a nice person. I'm not sure what happened. Dan, that's funny. Geopolitical situation is a bit tricky. Absolutely cannot float the idea, especially when the U.S. administration. Yeah, Rich, it's absolutely nuts. No, they won as much as the Rangers did. Can you ever see a time when politics finally stay out of sport, or am I being too naive? You know, no. Unfortunately, Phil, I can't, because even when there's not any political situations going on, people find ways of bringing it in. No, you're also Italian. There you go. Nice. All right, let me bring this up. I think I'm up, Randy. Everyone should do a Randy. Of course, doesn't matter where you go, there'll always be that one. Yep, 100%. Trolley Boy, what's going on? Montreal. How did I forget Montreal? Thank you, Trolley Boy. Maybe because they're so bad, Montreal's just blocked out of my mind. That's funny. How did I forget Montreal? Well, they're like their own country anyways, right? How many times are they going to try to leave? Let's see here. TML 1917 Canadian flag 195. All right, let's going on. Let's get ready to go. I didn't even realize. Let's play some hockey, shall we? Oh, Teresa, so close, so close. Four Nations was the best. Yes, Darren, it really was. It really, really was. All right, let's get set, ready to go. Triton, Dallas. If you guys are here, if you want to do that thing at that time, you know what I'm talking about. Let me know, because we haven't done it in a long time. All right, here we go. 20 minutes on the clock. Second period underway. Let's play some hockey. Roll up the rim starts on Monday. Oh, I haven't had Tim's in a long time. I've been off on Tim's. This coming all the way down. I thought this was just a chatting session. That's what we love about it, Noah. That's what this is all about. Try using the same original link. Daryl, how's it going? Welcome in. Here's Carolina. They're still on the power play. Another 6 seconds. If the old link doesn't work, let me know, and I can send a new one. Big block. Burns has to swing it across. That's going to do it. Power play has expired. We're back at even strength. 5-on-5 hockey. That was so much fun, that intermission. Thank you all so much for the laughs. What a great chat. How the hell did you omit Montreal? Randy, it's something I think I do often, subconsciously. This shot going to go wide, down in the corner. Nylander stepping up on it. He can't get it. Cycling around is Carolina. Back to the line. I don't know what was worse for the bartenders, the Canada US game or the people with delayed flights. Oh, yes. In doubt, all the Sunwing cancellations. My goodness. Here's a shot knocked down. That's why I personally would never fly Sunwing. This coming around. Side of the net. Dahl sending it to the point. Here's a long shot. That's going to get knocked down. Benoit going to swipe at it. He missed. Tavares takes a swipe at it. He missed. This trying to come through. Montreal's very forgettable, especially this year. Down around in the corner. Carolina setting it up. 2 minutes gone. Gostisbehere bringing this one across. Into the zone, cross ice pass. Carolina, nice little move, knocked down. Robertson, he has it taken away. Backhand right on. Stars makes a good save. Down, covering up that 5-hole. Shot from the slot, that one gets blocked. Robertson going to get it to the line, not out. Over to Gostisbehere again, sending this around to Ekman Larsson. He's going to let it go. Picked up this one, moving around the side. Toronto going to steal. Here's a long pass, trying to split the defense. Couldn't do it. Bobby Mack with one hand on a stick. Robertson going to turn. He's going to pass it up. Toronto with a break. Coming in. Domi shooting. Nice save. Kochetkov taking that one off the face. Toronto was put in the other conference back in the day just to have a chance to make the Stanley Cup final. Randy, that's so funny. Dropping it back. Robertson can't keep it in. Tanev, bad pass. Can't get it to Riley. 2-on-2. This coming in. Cross ice. Here's a shot that goes wide. I tell you, man, I love some of those old rivalries. I mean, Toronto-Montreal, of course. But Toronto-Detroit was one of my favorites back in the day. This coming through. A little backhand. And Stallars with a huge save. If I had one of those people who canceled their vacation, I would have went nurse on them. Oh, yeah, Dallas, for sure. Darren Stoley is just lights out insane right now. Here's a shot. That one's blocked, knocked down. Side of the net, Tanev up to Kemp. Kemp cycling it back around. Here's a long pass all the way up. Had a Klein who's supposed to be away last week. Flying out of Pearson was the plan. Altered, yeah, Rich. A lot of flight plans got changed around. This is going to be dumped down. Going to be an icing call. Since Yarncroc has been practicing with the team lately, you have an idea what his time for him is? I don't, Travis. All I keep hearing is he's getting closer, he's getting closer, he's getting closer. Matthews takes that puck off the leg. Fred, what's going on? Welcome in. Hopefully he comes back, relatively soon. The old Norris Division game, they were battles. And those were the days when you played your rivals 7 times in a season. 7 times. That was incredible. And I'm curious, no cap, that's also going to be the problem, is what moves are they going to do to fit him in? And how's he going to play? Like, is he going to fit right in? Matthews picking it up. He's going to spin around. Going to play this one all the way back. Toronto setting up in their own end up to Benoit. The Norris Division. Over to Burns. He's going to play this up. Nyes diving across. Nyes able to knock it down. Now it's taken away. Here comes Svechnikov into the zone. A little drop pass. Cutting in the slot. Here's a shot down in front. Stallars is down. Nice job there by Stahl. And Stahl with a... Toronto, I don't know who that was. Someone swept the leg as Stahl goes tumbling down. Ekman Larsson playing it into the slot. And Carolina's going to take this one away. Back behind the net, looking to work it out in front. Long flip pass up to the red line. Svechnikov going to pass it in. Carolina back to Svesh. He's going to move in. A little toe drag and a shot off the boards. And Tavares is there to pick it up. And he's going to put it in the corner. In the side, trying to come out in front. Here's a shot right on. Knocked down just behind. Carolina back to the blue line. Orlov keeping this one in. Down low. See Tavares ending up in LA for goalie. That would be interesting. That would be a bad move. Down in front, here's a shot. Nice save. Toronto picks it up. They're going to flip this one out. Just do a Vegas. Put Matthews on long-term rider for the rest of the season. Phil, I thought about a month ago that's what they were going to do. When he was out and there was no timetable for his return, I thought for sure they were shutting him down for the rest of the season. I really did. The days of good rivalries are done. Last one was Colorado-Detroit. Oh, Fred, that was incredible. No, I did not see the game. Love the Norris playing against Minnesota in their green jerseys. Chicago, the Blue Notes, the Wings. Yes, those were the days. I'm telling you, so good. Carolina going to bring this one up, bringing it out. Domi there to intercept, just over the red line, dumping it in. Nice job, knockdown. Robertson can't come up with it. Walking in March 11th versus the Panthers. So you're going to that one, March 11th, Panthers versus Bruins. That's going to be a fun game. This coming in, flip down. Into the zone. Here's a shot. I'm going to see the Panthers on the 8th. I forget who they're playing. Alex Steves going to bring this one in. Steves cycling it down the corner. Kemp going in. Nice, Jared. That's going to be a lot of fun. Flipping it out. Toronto trying to knock this one down. Turning the other way. Here comes the Leafs. The Leafs on the move. Into the zone. Little drop back pass. Steves centering in the slot for Kemp, who shoots. Rebound for Steves. He almost had his second. Holy smokes. What a chance. The Nordiques and Canadian were always good. Yes. Oh my gosh. The days of the Nordiques. The Quebec Nordiques was so good. Alex Steves almost put that one in 5-hole. That was so close for the youngster. Yeah, I love the Nordiques. I mean, those days were absolutely wild. And it goes to show how close they actually were to winning a Stanley Cup. They moved to Colorado, and wasn't it the very next year they ended up winning a cup? It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. There's a great documentary called Saving Sakic. If you haven't seen it, this is on was it on Prime? I think it's on Prime, called Saving Sakic. It's all about the Joe Sakic story and how he almost left Colorado. They couldn't afford him. And remember, the whole big thing was there was an offer sheet signing, and it was all kinds of craziness going on. It's I think it's only about 45 minutes. But if you have some time, check it out. Saving Sakic. I really, really enjoyed it. And there was a lot in that story that I didn't know. But it was a crazy story. I mean, Eric Lindros doesn't want to play, forces a trade. You know, Quebec moves to Colorado, and they go on and win a cup. I mean, they were just crazy. So good. So good. Darren, yeah, I think it's on Prime. I was going through watching a bunch. They have a bunch of hockey documentaries on there. So I was kind of just flipping through, and I saw that one, and I'm like, I got to check that one out. So very, very, very cool. Steves is a different level right now. He's so good. He was ripping it up in the Marlies, and it's great that he gets a chance. 2 points tonight. He's only been on for 4.5 minutes of ice time. Panthers play the Sabres. So, all right, I'll be at that game, Jared. I'll be at that one. Sabres and Panthers. Thank you for that. Hopefully they'll win that one. This a quick shot. That's going across ice. Leading AHL scorer. There you go, right? Steves is cooking. And the Blackhawks win a game. Hopefully not tomorrow night, because we'll be playing them. Down around Toronto picking it up. 12.5 minutes to go here in the second period. Tempo has definitely slowed down. Toronto had a couple of opportunities, but really nothing much going on. Aho going to bring this one up. Definitely a quick start for Toronto, and now they've slowed things down. Down the corner. You know what? I don't know, Jared. I'd have to double check. I don't believe so. Here's a backhand. Nice little move. Holy smokes. They came close there. Roslovic. Rantanen. Carrying it around behind. When the NHL expands, where do you think the next team will be? Yeah, I'd love to see another one in Quebec. I think they deserve it. I'd love to see one out east. Whether it's, you know, somewhere out east. Nova Scotia, Moncton, somewhere out there. Love when Cliff Fletcher smelled blood trading Clark Zadine, then re-signed Clark. Yeah, Trolley Boy. I mean, he was special. Cliff Fletcher, he pulled off some brilliant moves. Panthers now losing 2-1 to the Kraken, 5 minutes left. That's good for Toronto. We got delayed penalty coming up here. That's good for Toronto if the Panthers can get knocked down. So it looks like Sebastian Aho is going to go off. He's going to take a penalty. Power play coming up here for the Maple Leafs. Halifax Lobsters. They totally deserve a team. I'd love to see a team back out that way. I mean, I think we need at least one more team up here in Canada. Whether it's Halifax, whether it's Quebec. My only issue with kind of going Halifax that way out east is their winters seem to be so bad, worse than a lot of the rest of the country. So that might wreak some havoc with travel. Would there be a market for another Toronto team? I bet there would be, Phil. I bet there would be if you did it like up in York region. You know, Newmarket, in between Newmarket and Vaughan, maybe like Aurora. And then you attract people from Vaughan, Aurora, Newmarket, even East Gwillimbury. You'd probably get people driving down from Barrie. This is going to be played across. Toronto setting it up. Don't forget, a lot of the crowd that goes down to Toronto, most of them are all north of the 401. So there's a huge crowd up here. Can definitely support another team. Love to see a team. Yes, that's the other thing. Out in Saskatchewan, we know how they support their football for the Canadian Football League. Man, I'm sure they could support an NHL team, no problem. Probably going to a Providence Bruins game. Oh, that'll be fun. I'm going to a Marlies game at some point later in March, I think. Marlies games are always fun. AHL games are wonderful. So 1:14 here on the power play. Absolutely nothing cooking right now. This game is kind of in autopilot. Hamilton will be great for team. Yeah, too close. I don't think you could go. When you start going Hamilton, Niagara region, you start running into issues with Toronto and Buffalo. Here's Nylander putting it in front. Deflection by Nyes right on, and a nice save. That's why I think if you go north, if you went north, it would be no problem. I mean, the support would be there for sure. And the prices are not going to be nearly as high. And there's a lot of land, right? So even if you were to build a new stadium, you could build it with appropriate parking. You know, it wouldn't be in the middle of a downtown. AHL is so fun. Never been to an AHL game for, wow. The Worcester Sharks and Manchester Monarchs. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's great. I really, really enjoy going. You know what, Noah? You're probably not far off. Smaller crowds, right? What do you get, 5,000 people for an AHL game, give or take? And games are just absolutely intense because everyone's trying to make the NHL, trying to get that call-up. Ekman-Larsson across, dangerous pass. Working through, bringing it down low, trying to get it over to Bobby McMahon. Cannot do it. Now back to the line. Here's a shot. Ripping it, and that one goes just wide. Ekman-Larsson playing it in the slot. Little backhand over. Here's another shot by Robertson. Down in front is McMahon, and this is going to get cleared out. One too many passes. But Robertson, 87 miles an hour, just ripped it. Buffalo is a bigger problem for Hamilton. Yeah, Mississauga might work. You go a little west. I mean, that definitely, there's enough population that could support it. Turning around, intercepted. Carolina through the middle. That's going to go around behind. Went to an Expo game when I was younger in the Gardens once. Nice. Jesse, I did too. I went to a Montreal Expos game at the old Olympic Stadium. I actually really enjoyed that building. It had its own personality, as did Maple Leaf Gardens. I was lucky enough to spend a lot of time at Maple Leaf Gardens. Lorentz to Steves. He had to bobble it. Couldn't get over to Kemp. Svechnikov is going to pick it up. Steves is going to intercept and play this one back. This coming around through the middle. Toronto up over the line. Going to tip this one in. Trying to chase it in the corner. Orlov is there first. Chatfield setting a little bit of a pick for him. Yeah, Expos was baseball, for sure. John, we got Alex Steves scored. John Tavares scored. Pontus Holmberg scored. And David Kemp scored. Out in front, Toronto going to intercept. One hand on the stick by Holmberg. He's going to play this aside, and Toronto getting it back over to Nylander. Nylander taking a look around. He's going to carry. Here comes Nylander. Look out. He forgot the puck. Is Kotkaniemi going to take him down? Tavares has to back this one up now. Tavares backing it up. They're going to flip this one in. Chasing it around behind. Gostisbehere going to move this one ahead. Long pass up. And here they come. They're going to flip this one in. The chase is on. Down around in the corner. Trying to come through. keeping it in at the side. Benoit stepping up with a little bit of a hit. This is picked off, and here comes Morgan Riley. Riley on the move. You'll be in Toronto March 8th. Oh, nice, Jared. I'll miss you. I won't be here. Seen 30-ish games in Edmonton. Hockey team go 4 or 5 times a year. Nice. They're going to go to commercial break. There's nothing like live hockey. If you have the ability to go to a game live, whether it's at the national level, the AHL level, the OHL, there's so much good talent. They're so great to get out there and watch. It's an absolute blast to take on some of these games. So a lot of fun. Do you watch football? So no, I watch a little bit more Canadian Football League. We'll be covering Toronto Argonauts a little bit this summer. And of course, the NFL, we don't really do a lot. I watch some Buffalo Bills. I know when they got in the playoffs, we had some folks asking if we were going to do a Bills game. So we kind of did. But yeah, I'm not a huge NFL guy, more CFL. They play again March 12th. Ooh, a little couple games in a couple nights. That's all right. And I heard, talking about, somebody mentioned in the chat earlier that this coming week, Roll Up the Rim is coming back, and they are actually doing it back on the cups. Last year they went away. It was all digital, right? Where you did it, you got rewards through the app and you digitally rolled it up. This year they're bringing it back to the cups. So if you actually go and buy a hot chocolate or a coffee or a tea, you'll actually get to roll up the rim. It's a shame they went away from it beforehand, but wow. All right, let's see. Paralife, what's going on? Welcome in. Holy smokes. What a start here for Toronto. 4-0. In the first period, they ran up to that big 4-0 goal, but ever since, it's really kind of slowed down. It's slowed down huge. They're just kind of hanging on. You can tell Carolina is trying to get back. They're playing all right. Each team with 6 shots in this period. The crowd is pretty much dead. The crowd is absolutely dead here in this game, which is very, very unfortunate. Well, quantities last, though. Yeah, well, quantities last. This coming around off the draw. This being dumped in down in the corner. Trying to pick it up. They can't get here. Benoit sending it around. McMahon squished on the boards. This coming out. Here's a shot knocked down in front. Back to the line. Here's another shot. And that one gets knocked down in front again. 3-1 Columbus over Chicago now. Timmins can't get it. Hobbs over his stick. He's got to go pick this up. I know the Sabres absolutely exploded. Down in front, Stolarz is down. He's scrambling. Puck is loose in front. This is going to be pulled away. Carolina cycling it around behind the Toronto's net. Nolan, excuse me. What's going on? Welcome in. Taking it a look. Carolina setting it up. Here come the Canes. Jacob Slavin going to dump this one in the corner. Stahl going to cycle it around. Timmins going to pick it up. 6:45 to go. This coming all the way down. We'll be live same time tomorrow night for the Leafs and the Chicago Blackhawks. So if you're around and you want to hang out, come stop by and spend some time with us. We'll be here. The Leafs and the Hawks. Matthews versus Connor Bedard. This right in. Nice little job trying to dig it in front of Tavares. He's going to get this one free. Long pass up to Nylander. Skips over his stick. And all the way down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call and come all the way back. Can't stand Josh Allen. Josh Allen, he's one of those players where he has all the skill in the world, but he just cannot put it together. He just can't put it together, which is an absolute shame. How many chances will they have? And there's a cut. Timmins is cut the side of the eye here, and he's got blood running down his face. Here's a cross-ice pass. Carolina in the Toronto zone, working it through. That's going to be deflected and going to come out. They're going to turn and hammer this one right back in. Owns the Dolphins, which is your team. Yeah, he's had some great regular seasons, but he just can't get it going in the playoffs. Very bad decision-making in this playoffs. Whether it was him or the coach, I don't know. Back to Ekman Larson. He slides it in front. Tavares shooting, and he puts it just over the net. Tavares coming close. Leafs will be in first place again after they beat Chicago tomorrow. I hope so, Peter. I hope so. It's coming all the way down. Cross ice pass. Carolina tried to feed it in the middle. Marner's going to steal. Playing it up to Matthews. Matthews bringing it in. Matthews, his puck control is really terrible right now. Matthews, every time he tries to make a move, he's losing the puck. He is really not playing well. This is going to come down. No icing calls. Carolina in there first. Jarvis grabbing this puck. Benoit up on him. There you go. Florida lost. Panthers lost. Have you ever been to TD Bank Garden North? No, John, I have not. I've not been to TD Bank Garden. I haven't been to very many arenas. I'd love to. I'd love to get a chance to go and see more, but just haven't had a chance as of yet. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for being here. If you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, hit that like button for us. We are getting closer and closer, so hit that thumbs up. And if you're tuning in and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe for us, and we would certainly appreciate it. And then my last ask is if you wouldn't mind, hit that share button. Share our channel out, share the streams out, and help us get in front of some new viewers. We would appreciate that so very much. JT should have... Yeah, Darren, JT's had a couple of chances tonight. He's been all over there. Had some really good opportunities to try and feed it through. Should have rested Marner and Matthews. There's two ways of looking at it. I mean, I know obviously it's a quick turnaround for those two, but at the same time, you want them to get right back in. You want them to fit into that routine. Matthews needed to sit this game, but I suppose the best way to get over disappointment is to keep playing. Yeah, and Phil, to be honest, I don't think Matthews should have played in that tournament. I really don't. He clearly is being bothered by something. He clearly has something that's keeping him off his game. And I really don't think he should have been playing. I mean, it's hard to say as one of the premier goal scorers in this game, hey, no, you shouldn't play. But I really don't think he should have. And right now, he is not that premier goal scorer. He has completely lost his touch. And it's not just shooting. It's stick handling. It's carrying the puck. Completely a different style of player right now. And he's got to figure it out. He has got to figure it out and figure it out fast. All right, coming back from commercial break. He needs the rest, right, Paralyze? Absolutely. That's funny. That is very funny. All right. Coming back at it. Under 5 minutes to go in this period.
32 in that final Thursday. 3 block shots. Burns at the line. Jarvis trying to...
Just coming around behind the net. Down in front, trying to scoop it out. Toronto putting in the corner to Steve. Steve's just going to carry. Steve's on the move. Got it hauled down. Got it to Lorentz. Wonder if the weight of the seat... You know, Charlie Boy, that's a great point. It very well could. It very well could. And we're going to get a whistle. Another penalty coming up here.
Watching this live, it looked to me like Jarvis just lost his balance and fell.
So a call here. David Kempf is going to go to the box. A little confused.
Let's have a look. Did he get in?
He,
not at all.
he did. He got in the toe. He did get the tip of his blade under the toe, but I'm not so sure about that one. Not necessarily. Yes, indeed. So thirsty today. Very thirsty today. All right, here we go. Carolina on the power play with 4:33 left to go in the second period. Carolina's looking to get in here. Thank you for hitting those likes. I do appreciate it. Off the draw, it's a bit of a scramble. Toronto's going to come away with it. Marner going to flip this one down the ice. And this is one of Marner's specialties. For whatever reason, when he's killing penalties, he is so good at it.
was just outstanding.
Thank you, Frank. Frank hitting that subscribe. Welcome to the community, Frank. Brett Burns going to bring this all the way back. Going to play it ahead. Here's Aho. Aho. Little flip move, and again, Marner going to break that one up. Matthews bringing it all the way down, and Tanev going to play it out. And that one's intercepted. And Jarvis going to bring this one in. Cross ice pass. Trying to feed it all the way through to Rolsovic. That couldn't connect. This coming through to the line. Toronto's going to steal. Marner with a breakaway. Marner all alone, shorthanded. Great save. Kochikov with an unbelievable stop on Mitch Marner, a shorthanded breakaway. Now Carolina with a shot that's going wide. Rantanen inside of the net, trying to bring this through. Yeah, not necessary. They certainly are. This coming around at the side. Going to be played to the line. They're setting it up. 50 seconds to go on the power play. And this going to be cleared all the way down and out. Toronto is tied for 13th in the league with 4 shorthanded goals. Almost got number 5 as Marner with a nice little move, but just couldn't put it past the Carolina Tendy. They're centering it in front. This is going to be tipped into the corner. Back to get it. Wish it was Willie. I know, Darren. He's so good on the breakaways. They're going to flip it out again. Almost another breakout play by Lorentz. Lorentz got taken down. He looked at the official in disgust. Carolina backing over the line. Here's a shot from the high slot, and that's steered wide. Who do you think is the World Series matchup this year? Oh, Noah, I don't know enough about baseball to make an early prediction. I would probably say was it the Dodgers again? Didn't they win last year? I'd say they're going back against Baltimore. Maybe. This coming down all the way. So close, Gordon. So close. Wasn't the same goalie that beat the Leafs the last time they played the Canes. I think it might have been Travis. I think it might have been. Down in front, trying to put this one through. Nylander has a stick lift. The power play is over. And here comes Alex Steves again. Steves driving through with a shot, and he doesn't miss by much. And it's deflected up and at a play with 2:01. 2:01 to go. Each team now with 8 shots on net. Well, 9 for Toronto, 8 for Carolina. Marner came all the way down, and he was looking to go under the blocker. So it was a nice shot here. It was a nice shot. He had 5-hole all day long, but it was a well-placed shot, and the goaltender made a very nice save. And Alex Steves just kind of flipped this one towards the net and caught the stick of the goaltender and had a play. So again, a couple opportunities there for Toronto. Off the draw, Leafs going to win it back. McCabe throwing this one down in the corner. This coming around, picked up by Orlov. Orlov going to carry it up, going to run into Tavares. Toronto in the neutral zone, trying to battle through it. Tavares getting it over to McCabe. McCabe cross ice down and tipped in. Tavares, who's been everywhere, he's going to skate this one in the corner, trying to pick it up. He can't do it, and this coming all the way down. Ekman Larson turning around. Here comes the Ek. Long pass that's deflected up and at a play. So can't really get it going, but he is working there. Ekman Larson's playing decent. Tavares is having a really nice game. Most of these Leafs playing good. All right, Triton, let me see. I'll see if I can fish it out while we're going here.
Shots here, 2019 Carolina, and off the draw, Matthews able to control. Deflected too far for Nyes. And that's sent down in the Leaf zone. No icing.
Just down in the corner, trying to pick it up.
Played it to the side of the net. Marner on it. Matthews trying to clear up against Rantanen. Slavin holds the zone. Off the inboards, and Jake McCabe will play that. Up off Marner.
Last minute of play. Last minute of play in this period. This coming around. Toronto's going to steal. It's Marner again. 3-on-2 for Toronto. 46 seconds to Domi. Domi, who gave it away. Coming back the other way. Bringing this one down. Over the line. Dropping it back. A nice little comeback play there by Bobby McMahon. Just got a stick in it. This can be flipped out. 30 seconds to go. Yeah, Noah, they've slowed it down. Good night, Munchie. What's going on? Yes, it is definitely It's not a might. It's a guarantee. It will be a long season for the team. Very long. Holy smokes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bit of a treat for you coming up here tonight. For Hockey Night in Canada, we have a segment we're bringing back, and we're going to have to get it all set up when we go over to intermission. But we have a treat. Yeah, McMahon has been awesome. McMahon has been playing really, really well. Domi going to win this one back. 20 seconds to go. Ekman Larson going to send this one down. Here comes Toronto. One last chance. 16 seconds. And McMahon throws it through, and that's going to be deflected up and over. No, Scott, he cannot catch a break at all. It doesn't matter what he does. Everything is seeming to not go his way. 14 seconds to go. I like the game that Bobby Mack is bringing. I like a lot of the Leafs are playing very, very good hockey. Nylander in to take this draw. He's going to win it to Domi, playing this across into the slot. Here's a backhand, and that trickles just wide. Nylander going in there. 5 seconds to go. Domi up on the boards. He's going to steal. Domi playing it out to the high slot, and before McMahon can turn and shoot, the buzzer is going to go, and we are going to intermission. I've always been a Leaf fan, always will be, never change my colors. I'm with you on that. All right, let's go over to the intermission. I got to make some little tweaks here. All right, bear with me for one moment. Let's bring the stats up on the screen. And I'm going to move. What am I going to move? Let's, we're going to, oh, no. Let's get rid of the Zamboni. We got a little treat, and we're going to slide this over here. We're going to shrink our Zambonis. We can't get rid of the Zambonis. We got to keep the Zambonis. All right, let me do this. So hang on. I'm going to bring in, we got a couple special guests to bring on the show for you. And actually, so I don't ruin it, let me see if I can do this in a preview mode. Let me see if I can bring our guests on. I have a feeling the guests might be bigger than me. I'll have to size this one all out properly. If I even remember how to do it. Stay tuned as Sam is getting things organized. All right, there's one. I got to shrink you down. I got to change this. We're in preview mode, so you really can't see what's going on right now, which is half the fun because I see what's happening and I'm trying to like organize and arrange. And let's switch this to guest number 2. There we go. Why is this different? Let's get rid of this. Got to make it all the same. Square, you are square. All right, got a couple of squares here. Let's see. And by squares, I don't mean they're squares. I mean, we're just making them squares. All right, let's try and round it off. Well, you guys, you'll understand what's going on. All right, let's bring them in, ladies and gentlemen. Why does it say they're still? All right, let's go back to live mode. Please, let's see if it brings them in live. Dallas Hockey Girl, AU Triton. It's back. Trash talking with Triton. And don't be talking smack with Dallas. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything better. Welcome to Dallas. Welcome to Triton. Good to see you both.
It was dish it out with Dallas.
How's it going?
But I like don't smack talk. It's going. I'm loving the Four Nations Cup. I'm loving this game. So, hey, we're all good.
We're all good.
All good.
So good. So I want to ask if folks in the chat, is the volume okay? Let us know because I just did this now. Usually I do it in advance. Dallas, I'll start with you because you got the Canada hat and we won, so we have the rights. You mentioned Four Nations tournament. Was it everything you expected and then some?
It was, especially because I wasn't watching the game at home. I was watching it elsewhere. So it was lots of fun to be, I was away in Cancun. I was at the resort in the sports bar with all my homies that I didn't even know. You just become instant friends when you find out you're Canadian. And the smack talk at the first Canada-US game was crazy. I would have loved to have been at the sports bar for Thursday night's game.
Yeah, and that's I wanted to ask you about that. In being away and being at the sports bar with all these strangers, was there a sense of camaraderie? Was everyone high-fiving and cheering each other?
Oh yeah. So the American folks started doing the USA chant. There wasn't a huge amount of USA fans compared to the Canadian fans, but then the Canadian fans absolutely took over and were yelling Canada, Canada, and we outshouted them. Yeah.
Nice. That is cool.
And I was
Uh,
absolutely shocked. Now it was an afternoon game, or no, it wasn't. It was an evening game. The U.S. Finland game, or no, or was it Sweden? The last game that didn't mean anything, was that Sweden?
yes.
Was that USA? Okay, USA Sweden. There was probably me and the bartender in the game. There was whatever contingency of U.S. fans did not show up to watch that game. And I'm like, where, even though you know it's a nothing game, like unfortunately Sweden, bless their hearts, they played hard. They weren't going to get, a medal. And USA knew they had a spot, but still, why nobody came out to support the team? I was kind of bummed for them, like on that one.
That's tough. In Triton, let me throw it over to you because you're a well, it's been a couple of years now, so I can't even say you're
I
a new
did,
hockey
Mama.
fan
Thank you.
anymore. But this is probably one of the first big tournaments that you've seen or heard from.
Yeah.
Knowing that you're a newer hockey fan, did you feel the intensity of this tournament? Did it come through to you?
I did, and I'm really glad that, although I might get beat up for this, but I'm really glad Canada won because, I am honorary Canadian. I just not fully Canadian because I don't deal with their cold weather.
Yeah. Well, that's you won't get booed for this crowd for saying that, but yeah, it was one of those things where I think there's a lot of people out there that aren't
Yeah.
everyday hockey fans that you hear about it in the paper. Well, I don't know if anyone reads the newspaper anymore, but you hear about it. Oh, Dallas is getting the pie. Jonathan steps up. Dallas is getting the pie.
Jonathan, you're dead, dude. You're dead.
A
Yeah,
lot of
where are
people,
fans?
yeah, a lot of people, you hear about it on the news and whatnot, and people start getting amped up, and because it's country on country, it means a lot to a lot of
Oh
people.
yeah. We are old, Sam. We read the newspaper still.
Yeah,
And Dallas, how was it watching games when it was like 80, 90-degree weather instead of freezing your butt off?
Well, it doesn't really matter because either I'm in my house, which is heated, or the sports bar was air conditioned. So either way, it was quite fine. The bartender at the Canada America game, the bartenders were getting into it, even though hockey's probably not their sport. They could tell that this game was huge, and the amount they had not a clue. I told the bartender a couple of nights before at the Canada Sweden game. I said, "Amigo," I said, "Canada US Saturday night." Like, because his English isn't as good, my Spanish isn't very good, so I was trying to translate. Dude did not believe me. The poor bartenders couldn't keep up. They were running like crazy people. Everybody wanted a drink and then some. The popcorn, the peanuts, it was all flying. But they got into it too because they could see how much fun everybody was having at the game.
That's so good, and that's a huge point, right? That is something to note. That if you're going away, Link, how's it going? Welcome in from Newfoundland. Welcome to the party.
Welcome from the Rock.
If you're going on vacation during hockey season, well, really any time of year, and it's an Olympics, it's a World Cup, it's a hockey tournament, anything, make sure you're going to a resort or somewhere that has a sports bar, somewhere that is probably going to be showing some of these events because it is an experience.
Oh, yeah.
It is very cool.
I'm still salty that they didn't play the game on the big screen like they did the Super Bowl.
That would have been fun. I remember, and I hate to bring up this game. I really, really hate to bring up this game. But remember that faithful night, Toronto-Boston, when we thought Toronto was moving on and the hockey gods had a different story that they presented us on TV, and we lost it in that third period. I was actually
We don't talk
away.
about that game.
I was in Virginia when that game was going on, and I was staying at a hotel, and I knew obviously I would probably get some hockey in my hotel. I didn't know if I would be able to get everything. But we went for dinner, a couple of us across the way. It might have even been to an Applebee's, believe it or not. And we put on, they had something on. I think it was basketball. And no, it wasn't bad. I don't know what they had on. And I said to our waiter, I said, is there any chance you could find the Toronto Maple Leaf Boston Bruins hockey game? And they're like, yeah, we'll check. The only game they would put on was the Washington Capitals. Now, if you remember, this was Game 7 Toronto-Boston. It was also the Capitals were in a Game 7, and I can't remember who they were playing. And that was the only game they said they would put on.
It was a Game 7.
We ate so fast. We ate beyond fast. We ran back to the hotel, and in the lobby, they had like the little like kind of little booths where you could sit in the lobby, and each little booth had the TVs. And so we went, and we're like manually, because there was no clicker. We're reaching to find, the old TVs, they would have the channel up, channel down. So we're reaching behind and we're pushing, just scanning through all the channels till we found the game. And we were sitting there watching it, and Toronto's up, and we're going to the third period. And I'm like, okay, I really feel awkward watching this in a lobby. I'm going to go to my room, because if we're going to win, I'm going to lose my mind, and I'm not doing this in the middle of a hotel in Virginia. So we went back to the hotel room, and
God love you,
I remember
Sam.
we were watching, and it was so bad, that epic collapse. And the next day, I went into the office where I was at, and the whole office, heads were down. Everybody was angry, and I'm like, wow, guys, I really appreciate you understanding like how upset I am over this loss. And they said to me, Sam, they go, Washington lost. They lost a Game 7. They got shut out in a Game 7. And I'm like, I didn't even realize. I was so distraught over the Toronto loss. I forgot about Washington. And so I said to them, I go, you guys, you shouldn't be that upset. Like, you got shut out. You guys just sucked. My team was winning with 5 minutes left to go, and we lost.
And then we sucked. Well, I have a similar story. We were down on vacation in Florida. We went into a sports bar, and they were playing, 2 of the TVs were playing basketball. The one TV was playing, I don't know what it was, if it was the World Skating or the Olympic, I forget what it was. Elvis Stoico was going to be skating, and I'm aging myself. All y'all in the chat, thumbs up if you remember Elvis Stoico. He was the bomb. It was the big thing. He was going to do the quad, triple toe, and competition, whatever it was. And the bartender, it was going to commercials. Like, up next, Elvis Stoico. There were some Canadian fellow peeps beside us, and the bartender changed it to the third TV to the basketball. So all 3 TVs were playing basketball. We just about rioted. And the other Canadian lady, she beat me to it and went up and went, put that back. Elvis Stoico's coming on.
So
I think
it's
I
funny
think he originally said Elvis is coming on, and then he went, Elvis is dead, ma'am.
I've been in this situation before when we were in the States over the holidays this past year. We were going, I don't remember what day it was. Was it New Year's Day dinner? I don't remember. It was one of those days over the holidays where everything is closed and you're like last minute, you got to find somewhere to go. So we ended up going to Twin Peaks for dinner.
Oh, nice.
And regardless of what people say about it, the food is actually pretty good. So same thing. We go in, we place our order. Now, Twin Peaks, big sports bar. They got a bajillion TVs. They got college football going on. They got everything. Could have sworn they even had high school football going on. Like, they had everything going on. And so I said, would it be possible? The Maple Leafs are playing hockey. Do you guys have the hockey package? Like, can you put it on? And let me check. And of course, they couldn't find it. So I had my phone. So I got the game on my phone. Thank you, Data. And we set up the phone leaning on like the ketchup bottle at the end of the table. So here's our whole party, of all of us sitting here. and we're watching on this little tiny phone the hockey game. It
Oh
was a
yeah,
hoot.
I got one. We went to some
That
friends for Christmas dinner, and of course, there's so many of us. There was a table, the fancy, nicer table in the dining room, and then some of us got relegated to the kids' table in the kitchen. But those of us at the kids' table in
can
the
I guess who
kitchen,
got nominated to the kids table?
yeah, those of us at the kids' table in the kitchen actually were closer to the living room, which had the TV, which we had the game on. So we actually got the better deal sitting at the kids' table.
Yeah. There's a certain night of the year in October-ish where we have a couple big family dinners. And the house we go to, I usually have where I sit, I usually face across to the wall of the other side of the dining room. The door is behind me, and you could through the door is right to the family room where the big TV is. And so on this particular night, I knew there was a hockey game, and for whatever reason, it was an early start. And we used to start our dinners a little earlier when all the kids were younger. And so I requested to sit on the opposite side of the table for that night so I could see down the hall, make sure
Oh
that I
yeah,
catch the game.
oh
Hey,
yeah.
whatever you
I've
have to
done
do
it.
to catch the games. Hey,
I
Oscar,
swear,
welcome in.
I've done the tour of Graceland. Elvis sat at the head of the table, and at the other end of the dining room is three TVs because he wanted three. Wanted to watch three different football games.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, you got to do it.
Oh yeah.
You got to get it
Oh
done.
yeah.
That's
I'm
why.
still mad that when I went to Disney and went to Coronado Springs because they told me they had a sports bar with all kinds of TVs. Every TV was playing football, and I asked the lovely bartender waitress, and I said, "Please, could you put the hockey game on?" It was the World Juniors, I think, must have been because it was the end of January, and they didn't have a hockey package. I just about flipped my lid because as Samwelb AAU will appreciate, I did the trains, planes, and monorails to get from where I was to that resort because they told me, "Yup, they should be able to play it. They got lots of TVs, and it's all a sports bar."
You know, Dallas, I had a very
Mad,
similar. Yeah,
mad.
go ahead, Triton.
Sorry,
I
Trey,
just
we're taking
we
over.
only got a minute left. I haven't had a word in edgewise between the two of you.
Sorry,
Okay.
Trey,
But
go ahead.
you know how the Maple Leafs had 4 scores tonight, right, in the first
Yes.
period? Do you know
Mhm.
another time they've done that?
Doesn't come to mind.
How
Recently?
about back in December 13th, 2023, against the New York Rangers, where they won that game 7-3 in victory?
There you go. So they did it 7-3 over the Rangers. They were out 4-0. They're out 4-0 here, and the Rangers still lost by Buffalo. We're putting up 7
I am
goals. Sorry, Noah. As we're winding down, I wanted to say, Dallas, I had a similar experience at a Florida park, a Universal Studios in City Walk. They used to have the NBA restaurant, the NBA
Oh yes,
basketball restaurant. We decided we
yes.
were going to go there. The Toronto Raptors were a brand
Mhm.
new basketball team, a couple of years old. So we went in,
Right?
we were sitting upstairs. They got all the TVs
Hey,
with all
Jeff.
the games playing. We said, "Hey, can we find the Toronto Raptor game?" And the waiter said, "Who's that? What sport do they play?" So
He
much for
did
going to
not.
the NBA restaurant and they didn't know who the Toronto Raptors was.
He did not. Oh my
Gotta
God. Well, at least
love it.
that's when they were. At least that's when they were a new team. We don't really talk about the Raptors right now.
That's true. Hey, Chuck, what's going on? Anyways, that's the intermission. Dallas, Triton, thank you both for coming back. It's been far too
It's been
long.
too long.
We had to
It
bring
has
you
been
to the
nice
people.
to
The
see
people
you again.
demanded, and when the people demand, well, no one. Okay, I demanded, but glad to have you both here.
Anytime.
We're gonna go back to basics,
Anytime.
and we'll do this again soon, ladies and gentlemen. Dallas and
Anytime.
AAU Triton, you see them in the chat all the time. Bring them on screen here for you.
Have a
Thanks
good
for
night
hanging
and hit
out.
that thumbs up button.
Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe, do all that stuff. You know the drill. All right, let's get
That's
set.
right.
Third period action coming in. Thank you both.
Enjoy the rest
Spencer,
of the
how's
game,
it
everybody.
going? All righty, there it is. Dallas, AAU, Triton. Let's flip now. My screens are all messed up. There we go. We're going to get back over. We are set and ready to rock. Thank you again. That was so much fun. We're going to do that. We're going to do that more often. Third period action coming up. Toronto with a 4-0 lead. Wayne, what's going on? Good to see that. Yeah, Wayne, we're going to bring him back some more. We're going to get back to basics and have some fun. And right now, the Leafs are going to have some fun. Let's see how we can pull this one out. And here we go. Third period action. Off the draw, this is going to be played up. Nylander with it. Going to put it back to McCabe. This is a huge game for Toronto. Down around in the corner. Florida Panthers have lost. Trying to wheel this one out. Currently, the Montreal Canadiens are beating the Ottawa Senators. So Toronto can get within 1 point of the Panthers, and they can create some more space ahead of Ottawa. Cycling around. Tanev trying to pick this one up. Carolina pressing. They're going to come out and they're going to press really hard here to start this one. Goodell says, let's get some more goals going on. Number one, what's going on? You got some good Boston pizza. Nice. Trying to pick this one up. Martin Hook being squeezed out here by McCabe. Going to come across to Tavares. Tavares going to carry this one. Trying to get it through. Dumping it in. Nice. Can't get there. It's sent all the way back down the ice. No icing call. Marner is back to pick it up. He's going to get it over to Riley. Riley. Near side of the ice down. Toronto going to chip this one in. Matthews trying to pick it up, trying to work around Slavin. Matthews with a nice little job there. Matthews steals it away in the corner. Matthews leaves it here to the point. Sending this one back down around again. We'll be live tomorrow. Chuck bringing out the Go Matthews. Love that. We'll be live again tomorrow as the Leafs taking on Connor Bedard and the Chicago Blackhawks. This flip down, trying to get this one back around. Over the line. Here's a shot. Nice stop by Stolarz. Let's see if Carolina can do. Let's see if Carolina can get anything going right now. This in the corner, flipped up all the way down the ice. It's Carolina racing back to get it. Not enough for icing. Walker is sending it up. Kotkaniemi going to knock this one down. Robertson watching him, and this is sailing around far side. Toronto going to steal. Bad pass, and the Canes taking it away. Domi picked it up. Domi takes an elbow to the back of the head. One of these. Don't like that. Domi's slow to get up. Benoit steps up on his man, and Robertson going to play this one back. Where were the officials on that call? Didn't like that at all. Here's a long pass as Robertson was springing through, but he's in on the offside. Something to note, we put our pre-order in for our upper deck. Oh, it's a cross-check. It wasn't an elbow, it was a cross-check to the back of the neck. Don't like this call here at all, right in front of the officials. We put our pre-order in for Upper Deck Series 2. We're going to have a couple of boxes coming. Should be in about a week or so. The beginning of March, we'll get our Upper Deck Series 2 coming in. Looking for a Malkin Celebrini Young Gun rookie card or a Mishikov rookie card. We'll do a live box break for that. Toronto bringing this one back out. 17.5 to go. Domi was not happy. Went right at Chatfield for that bump. This being chipped up. Trying to get knocked down and all the way around in the corner. Tanev back. He's going to rip it around the boards. This is going to be deflected out, and this should be an icing call. The boss is getting the doghouse ready. That's right, Triton. Absolutely indeedy. They are. The boss is definitely getting the doghouse set and ready.
Well, what happens when 20 extraordinary Canadians compete in a
so they were about were they 139? I think this one was 139. Series 1 I think was 159 when it came out, so I didn't buy any this year. Yeah, I think about 139 a box. This coming out in front, back to the line. Here's a shot. Knocked down. Stolarz with a good save in front. So depending on who is included, depending on which rookie Young Guns are in there, the box prices may vary. So you can get them for 129, 139. The Bedard year, when Connor Bedard came out, if you pre-ordered it early, you got it for 150. if you didn't pre-order it early, they ended up going for like $350, $400 a box. It was crazy. That Bedard sweepstakes. Get that wave going. Triton dropping it. 3, 2, 1. Get those hands going. Get those hands going. And we are one like away. If you haven't hit that like yet, give that like a boop. Off the draw. Slaving back with it. Here's a shot. That one's getting knocked down. Side of the net. Trying to bring this one through. Spinning around. Getting knocked down. Carolina holding it in. Long shot from the point. That one sails just wide. Throwing this one back in the corner. Carolina trying to pull it through. Over to Riley. Riley going to flip it up and down the ice. Racing. Tavares can't get there. Played behind. Tavares almost stole it away from the goaltender. Yeah, nice job by the Kraken. Pull out a big win over the Panthers. This is stolen, and here comes Carolina on the move. Cutting back through. Roslovic. He's going to hit that blue line, then roll this one in. Benoit playing it over to Timmins out in front. Stolen by Marner. He's just going to lift this one up. This is going to sail all the way down the ice. Carolina back to pick it up. Taking a look now, carrying this one forward. Hitting the red line, dumping this one in. Timmins here. Timmy off the boards, moving it ahead and all the way down. That's going to be an icing call. Toronto, a 4.5 gone here in the third period. This game has definitely dried up. It has slowed all the way up. But it's been the Stellars show, and it's been really the bottom six who have been outstanding today. We don't talk about the... Yeah, Oilers got it bad today. They did not have a good game. Rebecca Ross and Kurt Sam. I have some. I'm thinking I might get some more for myself. I have a binder with hockey cards in it. Nice, John. That's awesome. Down in the corner, Timmins with it. Going to play this one around. Here comes Marner. Little flip up down the ice. 6-3 to the Flyers. Yeah, ouch. Ouch, that one hurt. McCabe going a little reverse hit. Him and Svechnikov are battling. And Nye is going to bring this one forward. Nye's carrying it all the way in. He's going to feed this across to Matthews. The backhand, and he's going to miss. Matthews can't buy a goal right now. That was a great feed from Nyesy. Back to Nye is going to play this one back. McCabe up over the blue line. Going to dump it in. Carolina setting it up behind the net. Getting ready to go. This across. Here's a shot. Nice stop by Stellars again. Carolina over the line. Bringing it. Down in front. Carolina carrying it around behind. Passing across. Now feathering it through the slot. Nobody there to retrieve it. Back around behind. Out in the middle. Gets knocked down. Robertson is caught daydreaming. Couldn't clear. Aho with a chance, but he couldn't get it. Here's another chance. Side of the net. And Stellars, I think, got a piece of his shoulder. And that comes out on the other side. Domi going to get run into. He was looking to go for a hit. He's going to play this one out. And Carolina going to back it up. 14 minutes to go. 14 minutes to go here. This one is dumped in. Thrown up. And quick shot off the board. Scooped up by Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson doing a nice job here today. And this is going to come all the way down. If we take a look, it's Carolina working it right in. Stellars with the pad down. Puck is free. They're going to clear it out in front. Intercepted. A big shot block there by Riley. That was nice. Jake McCabe is leading all Leaf defenders with 16.5. 17 now minutes on ice. Doing a nice job. Chandler coming in. Thank you, Chandler. 4 months. Bark, let's go Leafs. Jamie, man, what's going on? Keep this momentum. They got to keep it pressing. Got to keep it rocking. Right now, Nylander is leading all forwards with ice time at just under 16 minutes. This is going to roll in. Stellars going with that poke check, going to help steer it into the corner. Domi makes Marchand seem like Marchand is child's play.
it comes for Chatfield.
Marchand is definitely not the same player he used to be.
Goes the former Colorado Avalanche.
But Domi has not had a great season either. This being picked up, played in the middle. Laurent's going to flip it down. He's going to give chase. Going to knock it all the way down. 12:40 to go right now as time keeps on ticking. Leafs doing a nice job playing this one down, getting it into Carolina's zone and eating up some clock. Letting this one work through. All the way down. Tanev back. He's going to rip it around the boards. Over to Holmberg. Holmberg. He's going to carry this one in. Right now, you can tell everyone's just going through the motions. Nylander bringing this one in. Willie carrying it around behind the net. Over to the corner for Holmberg. Back over to Willie. Willie cycling through the zone. He's just going to play it back into the corner. Domi and Holmberg down there. Trying to get it. Burns going to whack it with a high stick. Comes out in front for Nylander and puts it right on. And a nice save here by Kochetkov. Came right in, found Nylander, and he just took a quick shot. But this one put the Leafs in first place. So, Travis, it would put them 1 point back. Florida was 3 points up. So it would be so close. Or with the game tomorrow. So if they can win it tomorrow, tomorrow would put them in the lead for sure. And let me double check, because tomorrow night, where is it? I guess I could just do this. Duh, Sam. Do the Panthers play tomorrow? They do not play tomorrow. So, yes, if Toronto wins tonight and tomorrow, they retake first place. Dallas coming in 34 months. I'm really that old. Go, hockey, go. Thank you very much, Dallas, for everything. Appreciate it. And thank you to all of our channel members. You have no idea how much your channel membership really makes a difference. There's a lot of expenses that go on with putting on this type of show. And we thank you because channel members help us cover a lot of those expenses. And I do want to repeat, in case any of our winners are here, I'm going to try and get those gift cards out tomorrow. I was hoping to do it today, but it just didn't happen. So hopefully we'll get those issued out tomorrow, and then you'll be able to get yourself something or put it towards something nice. And we thank you for your support and entering our giveaways. We had a bunch of them during the Canada Cup, shall we say, the Four Nations tournament. We'll do some more coming up later in the season, but you never know when they may pop up. All right, coming back from commercial break. Alex Steeves has been outstanding for the Maple Leafs. Stolarz has been outstanding for the Maple Leafs. John Tavares has been outstanding here for the Maple Leafs. The Leafs just coming in, and they are absolutely incredible. Holmberg with 2 points, Steeves with 2 points, Tavares with 2 points. Holmberg is actually +3 tonight, which is phenomenal.
It gets interesting now, Kyle, because Connor Dewar apparently is just about ready. In fact, there was a hint.
Oh, there we go. So Connor Dewar is just about ready to return. Adam, what's going on? Go Leafs, go. Welcome in. And Yarncroc is apparently ready to go as well. Here's Ekman Larson, long shot up to Nyes. I know we were talking about Yarncroc earlier. Nyes cutting in, waiting, trying to feed this one through. Can't quite hit it to Marner. Marner cycling it around to Matthews. He can't get it. Marner's still there. My email is a mess after the auto show this week. Entering all the draws. Jonathan, I can imagine. I remember when we did that a couple of years ago. You will get emailed 5 times a day by every car brand out there. Did you enjoy the show, though, Jonathan? I haven't heard that much about it this year. Down in the corner, 11 minutes to go here in period number 3. Carolina up over the line. Bringing this one in. Leafs, what's going on? Welcome in. Trying to take this one through behind the net. Carolina back to the line. Cross ice pass. Here's a long shot. Nope. Over to Aho. Aho back to feed, and that one is knocked down. Bobby McMahon, he was going to race after it, but it comes to Kochetkov. Here's the sub. Thank you so much. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. Down in the corner, this coming around. Taking a look. Here comes Domi. Domi up. This is deflected in. 10:20 to go. Carolina working through. Carolina needs to get something going if they want to get anything going. Here they come. Here's a shot. That one's going to miss. Just across. Down in the corner. Carolina back over to the line. This shot is going to go wide to the other line. Toronto is pretty much all but stopped skating. Mr. Snow, what's going on? Thanks, Mr. Snow. Chatfield putting it in the slot. This one is knocked back down. Chatfield, far side. Here's a long shot. Stolarz sees it, and he's going to take it in the breadbasket and hang on to it. Blue Car, what's going on? Welcome in. They're going to go to commercial break. 4-0 Toronto, 9:46 to go here in period number 3. These guys are playing and playing well, doing quite a nice job. More than a nice job. So good for the Leafs. I was really afraid after this 2-week hiatus that they were going to come and stink out the joint tonight. I thought Carolina was going to be all over them. But, hey, what do I know? They are playing a really, really decent game of hockey right now. And that's what makes it exciting, right? It's what absolutely makes this tick. And hopefully they can keep it up. Hopefully they can keep the pressure going. And they absolutely deserve it. So way to go, Maple Leafs. Thank you for actually showing up here tonight. Right? Because don't we get nervous about that? Don't we wonder, will they be able to hold it off? We often talk about playing a complete 60 minutes. Sasham, what's going on? No points for Matthews. Sasham, Matthews has not been good tonight. He can't handle a puck. He can't shoot the puck. His shot is all off. Every time he touches the puck, he's bobbling it and dropping it. He has not looked very good at all, which is quite worrisome. It's very worrisome. He needs to figure it out. He needs to get that game back up and running and do it very, very quickly. But they're just coming up. But listen, I know he had a short turnaround time. He's still probably bitter, still probably upset about what happened a couple of days ago. So we'll see if Matthews can get back in it tomorrow. Why I feared to come in late after playing well. That's right, Jonathan. Hopefully not. Hopefully they'll still hang on. Yeah, he looks okay on defense. You know, he's had some good stick lifts. He's cleared it out, but he has no offensive game at all. Down around, Carolina off the draw. Tanev trying to get in there. David Kempf is going to get tripped up. McCabe in there. They can't take it away. Side of the net. Good job by Stolarz keeping that paddle down. This is going to come all the way down the ice. Carolina turning back around. Trying to get some momentum going. Trying to carry this one up. Long pass. Steve's going to come in with a bump. They're going to flip it back over to McCabe. McCabe up to Steve. Steve's to Lorentz. He's going to chip this past and in. Got 9 minutes to go. Yeah, me too. Berube, it took a while, right? It took a while, and sometimes they still fall into their bad habits, but he's done a heck of a job with this team. Long pass up to Matthews. Matthews to Matthew Nyes. Oh, what a great save. Matthew Nyes coming in with a spectacular stop. Here they come again. Nyes has it taken away from him. Back the other way. Carolina, Roslovic with a shot, and that's going to go wide and go up and out of play. 8:36 to go. That was a nice pass there by Austin Matthews. Bringing it in, a nice little feed. Under the little saucer. And Nyes goes forehand, backhand, and just putting it wide. So it was a great little play, a little flip pass. And it was there in front. Nyes has 1 shot on net tonight, 2 shot attempts. Carolina off the draw, cycling behind the net, 8.5 to go. McMahon has 3 shots, Tavares 3 shots, Marner 2, Steves is 2, Kempf with 2, Nylander with 2. Austin Matthews only has one shot on net tonight. Before the break, Austin Matthews was getting 6 or 7 shots a game. Holmberg kind of knocks his man down. He's going to drag this one all the way with him, putting it in the corner. Burns is turning the corner. Tavares is chasing him. Going to pass this one away. Down to the center ice line. They're going to chip this in. And going into the corner is Ekman Larson. He's going to have it knocked away. Riley in there covering. Pass in front, back to the line. Robertson blowing his assignment. And a big shot by Gostisbehere at 87 miles an hour just missed. Pay the man. He deserves it. Oh, he's going to get paid. The question is he going to get 3.5, 4.5, or 5? And here's a quick goal. Carolina walking in from the point. Shane Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere puts this one in. It was some not pretty defensive zone play. Robertson running around all over the place. Aho can't get it. Gostisbehere just creeping in. And Nick Robertson just didn't get to him in time. There goes the SO. Way to go, Jonathan. Not just kidding. Unbelievable. So, is this being reviewed? Toronto's looking at it on the bench. Let's see. Long challenge. They're on the microphone talking. Refs are giving them a moment. Timeout. So Berube is going to call a timeout. This is going to be close. Let's.
Did he bring it back? Because that certainly
I can't tell from that camera angle.
we couldn't really see
that looked okay. Let's see. Here's along the blue line. I can't really tell here. Lori, how's it going?
Did it go over the line first? And then
So these two camera angles they shown did not show anything that would show it as offside. So this really wanted to give the Leafs video team a chance to review this. The timeout has now expired. They have to make a call.
The officials are trying to drag the players out.
Berube. Nope, they're not going to challenge it. They're going to let it go. So it is a good goal. Gostisbehere from Aho and Svechnikov. Of course, it has to be the longest names to type out. That's unfortunate.
Had it not, it might have been a little bit close.
Gostisbehere 7th and his 7th career goal against Toronto. Aho Svechnikov 12-25.
Gostisbehere's 7th from Aho. At least Aho's name is short. And Svechnikov. So there we go. 4-1. Carolina has one on the board. Toronto now needs to put their foot on the gas and get a little aggressive and keep this one shut down. We do not want to allow Carolina a couple of quick goals to get back in this game. Toronto has pretty much been on cruise control for a while. Here's Bobby McMahon putting it in front for Domi, and the goalie is sprawled out. And even Domi can't get up in there. Oh my goodness. Great chance there for Domi. Over to McMahon. He has it rolled off his stick. 7 minutes to go, and here comes Blake. He's going to carry this one up, and that's going to be knocked down with a hand pass. The whistle goes. Aho took the shot after the whistle, and McMahon takes exception to that. However, with all due respect for Aho, you couldn't really hear that first whistle. The ref had to blow it a second time. No, Darren, he cannot buy a goal at all. Just cannot do it. I mean, it was there, right? It was there. The goaltender just came flying out. Prep coming in with the super chat. Anyone else here? Wayne and Garth yell, game on. Prep, that is awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. That is really funny. Oh, man, I love Wayne's World. And we got a penalty here for some roughing. Again, thank you, Prep. The stick taps coming out.
That was an aggressive play by Chitkov.
4-on-4 hockey we're going to get. So lots of ice right now. Lots of ice.
Max Domi. I know what happened that got this started.
So, oh, it started way back in the play as Bobby McMahon got dumped earlier. And so all the way up the ice, Bobby McMahon and Miller were going at it. And the Aho shot after the whistle just kind of coincidentally happened in the same general area. McMahon and Walker all the way up were just grabbing. Then finally Walker grabs in a headlock. Hall gives a big face wash to Timmy. We got 4-on-4 now. 4-on-4 hockey. Marner over to Matthews. Matthews can't wheel in that pass. He's got to back it up. The Leaf player falling. It was McCabe who fell right on it. Marner can't take it away from Aho. Ice, ice, baby. Gonna back this one up. Burns with it. Burns taking a look. He's gonna carry this one ahead. Up to Jarvis, in over the line, trying to dipsy do around, and McCabe gonna put Jarvis to the boards. Tanev there to pick it up. He's gonna reverse it out. Marner, he's gonna backhand this one, getting it out of the zone. Empty net for Carolina. Empty net. And it comes to Marner, and he bobbles it. So Carolina now has a 5-on-4 advantage. Coming in front for Matthews. He's going to turn, shoot towards the net, and that's going to sail just wide. So that'll be an icing call. I'd like to see Stolarz take a shot at them. Okay. Like to see Stolarz take a shot at the empty net. That would be something. With 6:14 to go. 6:14 to go. Carolina pulls their tender, trying to put some pressure to get back in on this one. 6:08. 1:11 left in the 4-on-4. Off the draw, a bit of a scramble. Carolina going to take it in the corner. Now back to the line. Bringing this one across. Back to the middle of the ice. Gostisbehere, another shot. Knocked down by Stolarz in front. They can't see it. And Toronto's going to clear this all the way down. Holy smokes. You rolled a 1. Bev, that's not easy to do. And there's another icing call for Toronto. So this is coming all the way back across. Gostisbehere took the shot. It hit Stolarz. Pardon me. And he just couldn't hang on to it. So we got 3 Carolina Hurricanes in front of him, and Toronto was able to clear. Off the draw, Canes have it. Marner intercepted, back to the line, another shot. Rebound is there, wide open net. Stolarz didn't see it, and that's going to sail high and out of play. Put Stoley in play. Hextall for the empty net goal. Pull him and put Hextall in. Right? Can you imagine? We'd like to sign Ron Hextall just for empty net situations. He's like when you sign the quarterback for the short yardage plays, you sign Hextall for the empty net situations. They're going to take a commercial break yet again. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us all night long. This has been a blast. It's been a great game. 4-1 Maple Leafs right now. We were hoping for that shutout. It just didn't come. We will be live again tomorrow night. Chicago Blackhawks welcoming Toronto into town. When this game wraps up, the Leafs will hit the plane and head down to Chicago for a 7 o'clock Eastern time start. Hopefully they'll be able to continue this hot play. If they hang on to win this one and win tomorrow, they do take over top spot in the Atlantic Division, and that is awesome. Now, if they are able to take on, and we know it's going to flip-flop back and forth. They're going to change. All the playoff positions are going to change. But if they can hang on to that top spot, and Ottawa or Detroit hangs on to those wild cards, it means we could get a Toronto-Detroit or Toronto-Ottawa first-round playoff matchup. And I don't know about you, but I would love to see it. It would be awesome. Take you back to the day. So maybe we'll see it. Senators aren't making it. I don't know. They're looking okay. Columbus, with their win, they are tied with them at 62 points. Boston is 2 points back. Rangers 4 points back. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. Easiest strength of schedule remaining. I think Toronto has a decent schedule. We'll see. I don't know about that. All right, coming back from commercial break.
like an opportunity, doesn't it?
4 minutes left. Or sorry, 4 minutes. My goodness. 41 seconds left of the 4-on-4 hockey. But with the goalie pulled, it's really 5-on-4 hockey. This may be pity of me, but I want Columbus to make the playoffs. Yeah, David, I'm kind of in there. I'm kind of with you on that one. I do, but I don't at the same time. It would be a nice story. Toronto going to flip this one down the ice. Can't get it towards the goal. 25 seconds of 4-on-4. 5:20 left to go in the third period. This coming around the boards. Carolina setting it up. Cross ice. One-timer. They score. Oh, no. Wow. This is really happening, isn't it? This is really happening right now. We saw the way Canada almost folded against Finland. This is what happens when you stop pressing, when you slow your game down. The other team all of a sudden picks up. This shot hit off the toe of Jake McCabe and went in. So McCabe went to stick his foot out to block it, and it hit his toe. And Toronto has no timeout. Carolina is tied for second in the NHL with 17 comeback wins this season. Don't want to see them make number 18 here. They have 31 shots, by the way. 31 shots for Carolina. Only 21 for the Maple Leafs. Oh, this just got real interesting. Gonna pull the goaltender again. The 4-on-4 is just about to expire. Here's a shot right on. Big rebound. Burns throwing it to that. Oh no, they score again!
Another terrible break. Another shot that doesn't get to the goal.
Are you kidding me? Another shot that's deflected and knocked down. Stolarz was down and out. He went to make the original shot. He went to make the original save. It flutters to the side of the net, and that's probably the easiest goal that Slavin is ever going to score. Oh my goodness. That is a hockey god's goal. So before that one, Svechnikov from Rantanen and Goss despair. And they scored again. Oh my goodness. George, I know. Primus, this is crazy. Jonathan, what's going on? Welcome. Hope no one bet a large amount on the Leafs to take Carolina to cover. Yeah, this is crazy. We got 4:40 to go, and it's a one-goal hockey game. And here's a shot right on, and Stolarz has to cover this one up. Absolutely disaster. Disaster. And the worst part is, I know, Laurie, the secondary scoring looks good. They gotta get this one going. I mean, this was just the bounce of all bounces. The bounce of all bounces twice. 2 goals that Carolina gets off a redirect or a lucky bounce. Just unbelievable. This is crazy. My mind is blown right now. I can't believe this just happened. As I was saying, the Leafs need to wake up. They need to push things. They need to get things going. Well, we all of a sudden have a hockey game. It's 4-3 with 4:25 to go. 34 shots for Carolina, 21 for Toronto. Off the draw, this is coming around. Carolina is starting to win face-offs. They're starting to get everything. Toronto has 6 blown lead losses this season, which is tied for the fewest in the NHL. They've been playing very well with the lead, but not today. This is going to bring this one back. It was 4-0 up to just a couple of minutes ago. This stolen by Knives. He drops it for Matthews. Matthews toe dragging a shot, and that one's blocked. Back to the line, Ekman Larson. His shot, and that one gets blocked. You know, it would be really nice if Austin Matthews could find a shot right around now. And they still have to play tomorrow with travel. That's right, Scott. Chicago Blackhawks tomorrow. This is absolutely wild. Wild. So it was Slavin's 5th. from Stahl and Burns. This is going to come in. Kempf going to flip this one up. Boy, oh boy, has this changed. The Leafs fans finally waking up. We're getting a Go Leafs Go chant. There's a ton of empty seats, too. A ton of empty seats in the lower bowl. Now, I'm sure a lot of people left thinking they're up 4-0. This down around. Jarvis going to bring this one right back in. Benoit wraps him up and slams him in the boards. Puck is there. Kempf going to try and take this one away. He's trying to reverse it around. Timmins looking as well. This going to come to the line back. Going to be kept in by Carolina. 2:50 to go. Back in front. Here's a shot from the face-off circle. This goes around side of the net. Got to watch the bounces right now. Strange things happening in this hockey game. Picked up. Here's Timmins. Timmins taking a look. He falls. Timmins trips over nothing. And they going to get this one out. Carolina going to bring it right back in. McCabe's going to knock this one down. Holy smokes, as Taylor Hall brought that in. Tavares bringing it in with Nylander, getting stopped at the half boards, around behind the net. Holmberg can't get there. Carolina right now is dominating the puck possession game. This coming around in through the middle. Carolina cross ice. It's there. Stolarz is going left and right again. The puck is taking a funny hop. 2 minutes to go. Burns throws it in. He doesn't see it. It's blocked in front. Tavares going to pick it up in the corner, up to Nylander. Nylander's pass gets blocked. Tavares going to bring it. He tries to flip it to Holmberg. That one gets knocked down. And Gostisbehere had to hustle to get out. This back in the Toronto zone. 1:48 to go. Empty net for Carolina. Empty net. They have a couple of empty net goals already here today. Setting it up. 1:39 to go. Side. Here's a shot. That one is blocked in front. Stolarz sees this one, and he's going to hold on to it. Oh, my goodness. Everything is a crazy test of time right now. Carolina scored 3 goals in less than 3 minutes. I mean, that is just wild. Absolutely crazy. This is serious falling apart in the third period. You got to keep pressing. You got to keep pressing. And now Carolina's going to take their timeout. Holy moly. I mean, this is wild. This game started with Alex Steeves, Pontus Holmberg, David Kempf, and John Tavares lighting the lamp and putting Leafs ahead. This third period, Gostisbehere, Svechnikov, and Slavin scored to make this a 1-goal game. Is this Zamboni driver in net again? No, they don't. Cartoons, what's up? I'm hoping not. I'm hoping not. Welcome in if you're just joining us. Thanks for coming in. If you're not already following or subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button for us. Oh my gosh. We'll be back live again tomorrow night for the Leafs and the Chicago Blackhawks. And depending on the outcome of this game, it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back tomorrow night. We need the special e-bug. That's right, Dallas. That was so awesome. We almost got to see him that one night. I wonder if that will ever happen again. 1:34 to go. It's a 6-on-5 situation as Carolina has pulled the goalie. Tavares is 12 for 19. Aho is 10 for 20 in the faceoff circle. Tavares going to win this one. Come here because I can't stand listening to Gary Giles' biased commentary against the Habs. And here's Matthews coming down. Matthews with an empty net, and he scores. Finally, Auston Matthews becomes the second all-time in Maple Leafs goal-scoring history. Unbelievable. It's about time. And he almost didn't do it. Aho was up on him. He had to fight it off, had to go around Gostisbehere. But Auston Matthews finally finds a way. And he is now tied with Darryl Sittler with 389 goals. Tied for second on the all-time Leaf goal-scoring list, just behind Darryl Sittler. Thank goodness Auston Matthews finds a way to put this puck in the net. My goodness. Needed that one. This is going to flip up and out of play. I mean, he was on such a drought. Matthews' redemption doesn't make up for his mission. No, that certain doesn't. It certainly doesn't, Randy. It certainly doesn't. But this was This was a big one. He needed this. He needed this big time. His 21st of the year. And Tanev is going to pick up the lone assist. 21st goal for Austin Matthews. 1:16 to go. Leafs now back up by 2. This coming around off the draw. Down around. Yeah, cartoons. That was awesome. To the line. Marner, he's going to swipe at it. Going to knock this one out. Chatfield going back. Last minute to play. Here they come. Carolina up over the line. Here's a shot. It's going to go up and out. I do want to take a few moments here. And I guess I got to move this up here. Boom. Want to say a couple thank yous. First of all, thank you to Dallas and AAU Triton for joining us at intermission, celebrating their some chaniversaries. Thank you to Prep for the super chat. Thank you to everybody for tuning in, hitting that like, hitting that subscribe, following along with us. Really appreciate your support. We look forward to doing it again tomorrow. I hope you will all join us. But a big thank you to you, the community, for what you do for us here on this channel. 50 point. Oh, they just put a 1.6 seconds back on. 51.6 seconds to go. Greatest Leaf fan, what's going on? Job's not finished. That's right. Chicago will be a big one. Chance for the Leafs to regain first place in the Atlantic Division. That'll be huge. 51.6. Off the draw. Carolina wins this back. Rantanen, little move, trying to bring it through. Toronto doing a nice job keeping it to the corner. Still digging behind the net. This one is taken away. Toronto can't clear. Carolina trying to make this one interesting. Battle in the corner. Big battle, but they can't bring it out in front. Tanev behind the net, cycling around. Taking a look, 26 seconds. Nylander going to steal. Nylander has an empty net. Nylander puts it across, and Pontus Holmberg is going to score to the empty net. Pontus Holmberg is going to rip this one in, and an empty net goal. 2 goals tonight for Pontus Holmberg, and that is going to seal the deal. Great job, Pontus Holmberg. 2 goals. A great job by Nylander. Nylander had the chance. He could have shot this to the empty net himself. Instead, he sends this across to Holmberg, and homie Holmberg puts this one in. 6-3 Maple Leafs. His 4th goal of the season, and I believe this could be his first 2-goal game. Very nice, unselfish play by Willie Nylander. Off the draw, this coming around, this being dumped back down in the corner. 10 seconds to go. I like Nylander not being... Yeah, Jesse, that was a great heads-up play. Toronto going to put it out. This game is done as the Pickle Man comes out dancing on the ice to celebrate. This one is done. The Maple Leafs hold on just barely. This was close. Again, your goal scorers, Alex Steeves from Tavares. Holmberg, unassisted. Kemp from Lorentz and Steeves. Tavares from Nylander and Holmberg. Gostisbehere from Aho and Svechnikov. Svechnikov from Rantanen and Gostisbehere. Slavin from Stahl and Burns. Matthews from Tanev, and then Holmberg from Nylander. Now there's one last thing we got to do before we wrap this all up.
And now, the 3 stars of the game.
Got to do our 3 stars of the game. If we take a little look here, trying to see. Yep, this is going to be interesting. You know, I got to give credit. Got to give the 3rd star tonight to Svechnikov. Svechnikov was absolutely awesome. So Svechnikov, he's going to get my 3rd star tonight. 2 points, a goal, and an assist. Played almost 20 minutes and 5 shots, including 3 hits and a block. Star number 2 tonight. I was hoping he would be star number 1, but star number 2 tonight's going to go to Alex Steeves. Alex Steeves with a goal and an assist, 2 points plus 2. He had 2 shots, 2 hits. He played a really, really nice game tonight. So congratulations, Alex Steeves. I was going to give Stolarz if he got a shutout the top spot, but the honors tonight goes to Pontus Holmberg. a 3-point night, +3, 2 goals and an assist. He played 15 and a half minutes. Great night for Pontus Holmberg. All in all, excellent effort. The Maple Leafs almost blew it. They managed to just hang in there and get it done. We'll be live tomorrow just before 7 o'clock. The Maple Leafs taking on the Chicago Blackhawks. I hope you will be back to join us, and we look forward to bringing you all of that action. Thanks. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Go Hockey, go. See you soon. Take care, everybody.